Sign in the chat. You want to maybe fucking do it? Jesus.
Yeah, sometimes you're going to massage it a little.
Oh, yeah. So they tell me. Welcome to the Revival Motoring Podcast. Beatty begins in the hand. Ends on. Better off not saying.
No power. Try replacing the built-in battery. Still have problems? Please contact us. How good do you think the customer...
Can you contact them right now? What's the camera sassing you?
No. The little Chinese lights.
Oh, Jesus. Woo! This
right on the line with
there's too much heat on the
customer support.
Too much heat on the line into me, or I'm too loud, but I'm not even being loud yet. So maybe John had a very quiet guest. A little bit of heat coming into my laptop because I'm still spiking. A little bit of heat. Yeah, I can't hit it now. That's good. Rick V-Dub, happy impeachment day. Same to you, buddy. Part 2. Yeah, it seems every Wednesday something happens. Last time there was that big Patriots rally in D.C. Snowstorms. Impeachment day. Gets crazier and crazier. Oh, it's Details by Doug. We're just waiting for you to show up and hang out in our beautiful chat room here. Good evening indeed. We're just having a mellow evening, having some Tallulahs, you know. Got that water going. Although the rumor Stairs comes by and drinks all the water when we're not here. Ransom Garage, what's going on? Mr. Bad Decision himself. What a day. How's everybody doing? Having a decent time?
Rocks.
Young Ben's still not here. We haven't really breached that topic yet. I don't have any YBUs.
No. YBU is there's no YBU.
YBU, nothing.
No news is good news?
I think so in his case. I mean, the car's still just sitting there. Sad, lonely on the road. I don't know. I don't understand why he doesn't just pay someone to fix it, but he'll wait for me to have spare time. And I can't fix it. I can't fix an Audi. I don't know how to fix a fucking Audi. Anyone out there know how to fix an Audi?
I'm sure there's a bunch of people.
Yeah. Gonna do an axle. It's the easy one. Which I don't believe either. Kinder, what's up, man? Oh, Kinder, I've been using that grinding wheel thing you told me about. That quick on off. Making mistakes with it. Loving it. I got to get a guard that protects my hand when I'm not using the cutting wheel. Like when I'm using the grinding portion.
Oh.
Actually, maybe it would work if I just fucking tried to put it on. I just run it raw, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I used a floppy disk with the guard on.
Yeah, so maybe I got to put the guard back on.
Sometimes it's like weird because you want to get out an angle and you just can't.
Right. I want to get a drill press. I was trying to drill a hole in 3/8 steel yesterday.
Yeah.
Whew. Drill wasn't happy about that. I got about a quarter of the way and was like, you know what? This isn't for me. I'm going to go to Banchworks and I'm going to move the 8 cars out of the way and unbury their drill press. And do it there, you know?
Rocks.
It was a real rocks moment. I'll tell you what, I started the day with a little monster rehab.
Ooh.
Maybe at about 8 o'clock.
I'm on a no monster month.
Are you really?
I'm on a no monster, organic energy only.
That's my first one.
So you're doing cocaine?
Yep.
Yerba mate, baby.
Cocaine only.
And
I've been doing green teas and what I bend the rules and say, oh yeah.
I was
just speak
why
right
does
into
he
the mic,
sound
sir.
so messed up.
The Celsius energy drinks.
Are Celsius organic? That counts?
Oh, they say they're vegan, so it's close enough for me.
Isn't this is Celsius in the fridge? I think.
Yeah.
There is.
I might hit that.
I think it's yours.
Yeah, because I had some new Rockstar at about 2 o'clock with 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. and it said you have to be 18. It advises you to be 18 or older to drink it. I don't know if it's because it gets you naked. I don't know how that works. And then it said you should only have 400 milligrams a day. And I'm like, oh, listen, buddy, you could have told me that before I drank this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty heavy in the caffeine game right now. I think I'm at the level where if I have that Celsius, it will not wake me up at all.
Josh, you turn my headphones down just a skosh.
Give him a little scoosh there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Are you?
Is that it?
Right.
How's it feel?
No, it's not me. I don't think. At least that didn't make a change.
Is that me? I can't hear anything anyway. Here we go.
Yeah, it sounds like me.
Okay.
There we are.
There
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
here we are.
There we are.
Much better.
Yeah, that easy off lock ring, Kinder. That thing's the best, man. Really turn that grinder into the tool I needed.
Easy off lock ring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thought that went somewhere else
Oh,
before I got here.
Yeah, different ring. Didn't get that suggestion from Kinder. That was a Tony thing. The guy knows his stuff.
Yeah.
The guy knows his stuff.
Very familiar.
Anywho, here we are.
Just reading through.
Josh is doing some stuff over there.
Yeah. Just getting that ready.
Anything else happen in the news today that's national news besides, I mean, at least there wasn't another insurrection. Am I right, guys?
It's only 6:41 on the East Coast, so there's still time for something to hit the fan.
Whoa, Kinder just sent me some Steez Sparkling Energy. Superfruit. 100 milligrams of natural caffeine, buddy. That's not going to get me going.
I've never had superfruit.
Well,
They make like a green one that's sparkling too, but I can only find it like in the markets. I can't find it like in a gas station.
yeah. Dearest Kinder, where did you find that? That looks fancy. That looks like a market type purchase. I get an ad on my phone, an SUV to be proud of, with unparalleled performance in premium design. The Alfa Romeo Stevia always satisfies. Pretty sure that's a lie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Always satisfies? I'm fairly certain we can hit those guys with false advertising. There's no way the Alfa Romeo Stevia always satisfies.
Sometimes satisfies.
Sometimes. When runs,
When
satisfies.
Yeah, when not in the mechanic shop.
Carl Bill, what up? Yeah, I don't think that. Not a big fan of the Stevio. Oh, Park City. I'm trying to go to Park City. Try to make it happen. I think I'm going to get tested all over the place. Physical test. Obviously. The physical challenge.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, you get that at Job Lot, Kinder? Kinder got some Steez Energy at Job Lot.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, you buy the skid, my man?
I gotta nip on in and get some seltzers. So
Yeah,
maybe
grab
I'll.
a skid. See if you see that Steez Energy. It looks to be a narrow can, 100 milligrams of natural caffeine. So you can probably shotgun like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, do 3 real quick. It'll equal 1 Rockstar.
Yeah, that Rockstar was something. And I was like, I hope it tastes bad. I'll just dump it out. And I cracked it. And I was like,
Tasted
this is going to
wonderful.
taste really good.
I need to get Job Lot in my
Life?
just mind.
Yeah, man. Job Lot. You pop over to Job Lot, Rhode Island's finest superstore, and there's just stuff in there that shouldn't be in there, especially for the price.
Yeah.
You go, whoa. I just have some speaker. What the fuck?
What happened?
Some Xbox thing just popped up on my screen.
You won.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the Xbox on this. It's showing me my GPU and stuff. What the fuck is this?
That's weird.
It's got the Xbox. I think it's an Xbox widget. Okay, please go away. I don't have the Xbox on here. I don't have the Xbox generally. What do you guys think of the 2021 Porsche Boxster 718 25th anniversary model? Oh, that's one of the cool wheels.
I saw
Yeah.
a picture. I didn't read anything about it.
So the wheels look cool. I don't think they look as cool as the guy who wrote the article about how cool they were, but they were good wheels. Goddamn right, you pay a lot of money for a car. Might as well come with good-looking wheels, you know?
Yeah, it worked out for the Taycan, right?
The old Taycan.
Oh, what was it? There was a Turbo S that had those weird.
Oh, yeah.
Claws.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
claws, right?
No, it was like the white lip black spoke.
Oh, those were terrible. I think that was a Taycan, wasn't it?
I was
It
typing-
was, but it was you could only get it on like the Turbo S variant.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The Turbo came with terrible
Okay.
wheels. Job lots of new Bennies.
Wow, what's
Very
what's
possible.
crazier to me is that the Boxster's been around for 25 years.
It's crazier to me is my dad has a first year one owner that just got 30,000 miles on it. It's
Yeah.
25 years of straight wonder.
Just joy.
Just the perfect car.
I think we're just about ready, right? I got my notes rolling. I got some news.
Shout out Philip.
No main topic, but that's fine.
That's all right. We'll come up with a topic.
Yeah, we'll kind of
We'll ease into something.
we'll fiddle around.
I get some easing to do.
ease ain't the ease stuff. Easy E.
Oh,
Easy on.
pimping ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
It is not.
It ain't easy being cheesy. Shouts to Philip.
Philip.
I don't know who's Philip.
Sup, Philip?
Philip.
Philip. It's
Shout
a nice
out.
name to say.
Philip.
It sounds like, I mean,
Philippe.
Philip.
you're basically another H away from a name you can just turn around and it's the same name.
What is that called? That's an anagram, but anagram?
Maserati?
Anagram?
Anagram.
I can't remember.
Phillip would be Philip. That you can spell both ways. That's how I spell Philip if I were Philip.
It's true. Look at it in the mirror. You're fine.
Philip's a nice name.
It is a good name. Philippe.
Felipe is one of my favorite names.
Felipe.
You just looked up like Felipe was your name.
Maybe it is.
Is your fucking name actually Felipe?
Yeah.
You're Felipe.
Yeah. Hey. Oh.
That's why we
See?
both stopped because you looked like,
Yeah.
like there was something
Philippe.
coming.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buongiorno.
I mean, in a previous life, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You never know.
It just rings
That's-
true.
Right.
It could have been a New York City rat, or it could have been a Philippe.
Little
It
Felipe.
could have been a fucking New York City rat called Philippe.
Did you ever see that documentary, Rat Hunters?
No.
Wow, that sounds good.
It's a thing.
The thing.
There's groups of people who are in New York. Maybe not now because there's no people in New York.
There might be a
anymore.
revival of them.
But it's groups of people with their dogs
Mhm.
that flush out the rats
Yeah.
and hunt
Flush them to where?
New York City.
outside so they can kill them.
Oh,
What
really?
I
And
kill
the
them with?
dogs attack sticks,
Oh, wow.
guns.
Oh, guns.
It's rather
Yeah.
brutal. I mean, it's a
Oh,
rat.
Yeah, they. Oh, it's quite a tale.
I think
if
they
you
need
will.
to take a look at the
No
ecosystem.
pun intended. They need them. Just let them do it.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing.
Um,
Let the fucking rat carrot slice pizza. out of
I'd
the
actually
Subway.
be more concerned if they're like the restaurant I was eating at in New York City didn't have a rodent infestation.
There was something I was listening to today. The guy's like, "Oh yeah, you get takeout in New York. It's how everybody knows. Get a little rat piss on it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's fine."
Wow. John Stairs with the longest palindrome is go hang a salami, I'm a lasagna hog. That's crazy.
But that's not a word.
Yeah, but it's a palindrome.
It's still a palindrome.
Yeah, but like I thought that could only be a word though. No, it can be like a sentence, which would that would
No,
be.
I see what
It
you're
is a
saying.
sentence.
Right, I see what you're
I
saying.
think, what did we say? It was at first. We didn't say palindrome.
No, anagram.
Maybe an anagram. No, that's totally
like
wrong.
race car.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that a palindrome or an anagram? Mammogram?
Nope, that's
No.
different.
Yeah, very different.
That's important.
Go hang a salami, I'm a lasagna hog. That's hilarious. That
Yeah,
works both ways.
palindrome. Yeah.
So palindrome's a word.
Yeah.
Is it a single word?
I don't know.
What's an anagram? Onomatopoeia? Like, shh.
No, no. What is an aneurysm?
Getting close. Oh, I'm on WebMD.
Anagram.
Yeah.
Oh, when you
A
can
word.
make,
Yeah.
when you can make another word out of its existing letters, fried or fired,
Cinema or Iceman.
sadder or dreads, listen or silent.
Buy or e-buy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think we solved that.
Well, John Stairs with the knowledge right there.
Dropping it.
Wow.
Maybe we can slide that. Go hang a salami, I'm a lasagna hog into the next issue of the magazine.
There you go.
Yeah, we definitely should. That should be the name of this episode.
I think-
Can you go
Anagram
back
could
and
be-
change it or no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can.
Anagram can be flipped upside down like a bad tattoo design.
Nope. Don't want to look at those. Like the one that say like death and life or whatever it is.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
usually
it says
usually the person with that has like a Joker tattoo as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
It says tits, but when I do a handstand, it says ass.
Yeah. It's like the calculated trick.
Yeah,
Upside down, it says boobs.
Oh man, sounds like an advanced tattoo design, like
Yeah.
the Da Vinci Code of tattoos.
Very advanced.
Very advanced stuff there. Thanks for chiming in,
We
John, with all knowledge.
Rocks.
ready for the show?
Let's do it,
Let's get it rocking.
please.
Welcome, everybody. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu
Hey, it's Chuck.
and Corey.si.
Hello.
This week's episode is going to be a bit of a mishmash. We're going to talk about a bunch of different news, perhaps the best man store that is around, maybe some things that we partook in over the past weekend
Ooh,
or today,
okay.
whatever it might be. But like I said, bit of an ensemble. I don't know where.
This
I'm
sounds
going.
interesting.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
It's an ensemble.
No,
Is that an
bit of a
anagram?
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
a mixed
Hell.
plate, if you will.
Okay.
Mixed grill.
A
There we
mixed
go.
grill. A
Mixed
mixed
grill.
olive plate.
Exactly.
Like a charcuterie.
Exactly.
Mm.
Chartreuse.
Chartreusserie?
Before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by.
Well, let's be honest, guys. We're car guys. Most of the time, we smell terrible. I know when I come back in from the garage, there's nothing but complaints. You smell like metal. You smell like gasoline. You smell like PB Blaster. You smell like sad, etc., etc. Well, boys, there's a fix, and it's from your favorite company, Manscaped. On the way back from the garage, hit yourself with a spritz of Manscaped Refined Cologne, and it'll fix you right up. Make up for most of your inadequacies by smelling nice coming out of the garage. Not to mention, the scientists at Manscaped are also the primary experts in men's perceived length and below-the-belt grooming. Do yourself a favor, do your significant other a favor, and pull up Manscaped, check out their refined cologne. And I'll tell you what, it still smells tough and goes well with the garage. Make the ladies happy, hit them with the Manscaped Refined. I'll tell you what, your boy Charla Find a Deal is going to hit you with that discount code REVIVAL, REVIVAL. See that? I spelled it right.
Mm-hmm.
To get 20% off and free shipping on anything Manscaped, and make sure you grab that cologne. Refined, just like the wonderful gasoline we use in our bad decision vehicles. Smell tuxedo fancy like Bruce Wayne and shit with Manscaped Refined. Refined.
It's calming. It's inviting.
That's, yeah, sure.
It's a light citrus
Sounds just
burst.
like my time in the garage.
Yeah.
It's a light citrus burst before settling into an anchoring notes of vetiver and woodsy, with a woodsy masculine.
I told you it
finish.
was tough. Pretty tough.
A woodsy masculine finish.
Mm-hmm.
If ever there was a word,
I've been often referred
a
to
set of words that describe.
a woodsy masculine finish is one of my goals every time.
Yeah,
I should have just named it Paul Bunyan.
The old Paul Bunyan.
that is code revival REVIVAL at checkout when you visit manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping. Go there because it genuinely does help us out as well, and you can
Smell
Well,
tough.
be all trimmed up.
Trimmed
smell
up.
nice.
Tell you what, you show up trimmed up out of the garage with that sweet perfume on you.
Exuding confidence.
Looking hard.
Looking hard.
Looking hard.
Feeling hard.
Yeah, depends. Depends on how the day went.
Questionable.
Yeah.
This episode is also brought to you by us. Visit revivalmotoring.com. Right now we have some key rings up there that we just added. A couple calendars remaining. There's some limited sizes and shirts, but we will have some new stuff popping up there very soon.
We get some ideas.
Hard at work on issue number 7. Get some ideas for hoodies.
Highly visible ideas.
I came up with an idea for a hoodie the other day
Mm-hmm.
that the design was so impactful it gave me a headache.
Wow, that's impactful.
What?
We're not going to go with it. We're not going to go with it.
It sounds like that's the
I
one.
think we should.
Sounds like that's the one.
I sent it to my wife, and she's like, "This is giving me a headache."
There you go.
All right, you'll have to share that with us later.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because that could make a difference in the market if we had the design that gives people headaches. Just like our podcast.
Then we can also buy stock in Tylenol.
Yeah.
Right, this is true.
Boom.
We could
We drive this market forward.
Should we be saying insider trading?
Keep that under
Is
your
how-
hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will have some new stuff. There's a new shirt that John just designed. That's going to be coming out. That's the one you guys seen yesterday. So
Didn't see it.
yeah, you did.
Did I really?
Yeah. Maybe you
Yeah.
spoke on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that one is
That
cool.
one.
I actually missed it, and then I saw it this morning. I'm like, oh,
Oh, that's nice.
ooh.
We're bringing the pain in 2021.
Tickles the fancy. So, yeah, pre-order for hoodies will be coming in the next week or so. We're going to have the shirts in stock when they finally come in. So those just hit the web store. And, yeah, we'll keep,
Some other trinkets coming down the pipeline.
as they say, we'll keep plugging
Keep on plugging.
in the free
Rocks.
world.
That's what the song said, right?
Keep on plugging in the free world. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Oh, yeah. We need those Chuck System air fresheners, too. The smell of a
Yes.
good deal. Thank you, Doug.
The smell of
Um,
success.
I was thinking of Smells Like Victory.
Oh,
Ooh.
Smells Like Victory.
Teen Spirit?
Potentially Smells Like Victory, like license plate frames.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
I like license plate frames.
I
for
like
sure.
victory, too, to symbolize that you've been victorious over the dealer.
Exactly. You've won. The war is not won, but the battle.
Yeah, so you can hang it after you
Exactly.
conquer.
Exactly. So,
You can ask them to mount it for you.
that's power move.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, can you throw this up on the mirror there? This is what I just did to you.
Yeah. No, I was talking. You know, they put their bullshit license plate frame on all the cars.
Oh, Chuck,
They're
this
like,
on.
no, I have my own.
Yeah, little V for victory here.
So we do have some stuff coming out. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled for all that stuff. Now we can get into
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
callbacks.
Callbacks.
Josh got one.
Yes, actually.
Shout out to Felipe.
Not Felipe, but he was shouted out again. In there.
Philip,
So
man. He's
starting
getting those
to, I'm
shouts.
starting to think Philip's buddy might be a bot. I don't know for sure.
Whatever. A counter.
But speaking of buddies, your friend Paul, who you called out many years ago for his headlight issues,
Whom I wished a happy birthday
who
to.
you wished a happy birthday and then followed up with, but he probably stopped listening long ago.
Yeah.
My God, has he shown us up?
Has he really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm shocked.
Because if you go on to YouTube's, which I'm
Yes.
going to go on to right now,
Okay.
which I should have probably prepped this.
That's all right. We don't prep things here at Revival. We're bringing the pain in 2021.
Most of the time, you
I
are
believe
correct.
it's last week's.
Last week's stream,
Yeah.
Okay.
which I'm going to pull up right now. How do you spell revival? Oh, I'm just kidding.
REH.
Where is it? Where's last?
Rat.
Revival.
I thought you said wet for some reason. What? Where is that stream? There it is.
Rocks.
I don't want to start to play it here. Let me go down.
Okay, yeah. Don't want to
All
get
right, here we go.
copyright
This is a
strikes.
long. All right. Paul Davis, 6 days ago.
Yep.
Thanks for the birthday shout out.
Ooh.
A little update about my high beaming all the Angelinos out here.
Mm-hmm.
I changed those bulbs out the day Chuck flew back to Rhode Island those years ago. After days of shame and deep introspection. Also, the boo is no more. Rest in power. Rocking a Mark 6 Jetta now.
Oh, boy.
And I do still listen / watch every episode. I just don't always catch them live.
Oh,
Thanks
what
for
a
the
guy.
birthday wishes and keep up the great work, gentlemen.
I'm going to need a dated receipt to actually believe that. I did
Shout to
shame
Paul.
him, like, seriously. I did buy him sushi, though. You know what I mean?
Shouts.
I
Not,
felt bad.
and
Really
not-
miss him. I wish I could have been there for his birthday. I used to get to see him a couple times a year, and this year's just sucked for that. Well,
Yeah,
this year hasn't sucked. It sucked already, but it hasn't sucked as bad as last year yet.
Correct. Wow. We're off to a hell of a start.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
We're 13 days in. My God.
Here we go.
But yeah, no, maybe we can get him a gift card, buy some bulbs.
Oh, yeah,
If
little
he needs them.
AutoZone card.
Just get him all prepped for the years to come. Of that
He's
Mark
ready,
6
man.
Jetta.
I think he knows now.
Yeah.
He probably traded the card because he didn't want to do the bulb. He's like, you know what, fuck this thing.
Too difficult. Too
Solid move.
difficult.
Trade it into the daytime, you know?
You don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. I've done the opposite. He's done the opposite with me a few times. We can only make it there after dark. That cool? Yeah.
Make sure you get the premium. Yeah.
There you
Trade in
go.
Daytime. Well, that light's working just fine. What else do we have for callbacks?
I've got the Singer Safari bumper mud guards we talked about last time.
The
Yes.
front guys.
Yeah. We were wondering where in the hell that idea came from. Richard Tuttle uses stuff like that. He's the guy that designed it with Singer on his other rally cars. They're a lot more race driven on the other ones, where it was kind of zip-tied metal to bash bar.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he took it from that. They run them a lot in like the East Africa Classic Rally, which we're all very familiar with. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Singer loved them, and they really wanted them on the car. They can be easily removed, and it's for when the car enters the water at speed or the mud.
Ooh.
It doesn't go over the windshield. It just gets bashed back down.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Oh,
that's
so those things, I didn't really pay attention to the side
fashion
profile
and
photos.
function.
They must stick out pretty damn far then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You
those
see a
things
side
got
photo of it?
That's that.
Manscaped.
Yeah.
Those things got length, dude.
right.
Not even perceived, just real
actual
deal length.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah,
like,
and there was a video, or there's a picture of it hitting a puddle of water.
Yeah.
And like the windshield would look pretty clear.
Yeah.
it's like a big old duckbill platypus.
Exactly.
Just
hanging out there.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool little thing. Because we're like, wow, where the hell did that idea come from? There you go. If Richard Tuttle says it's okay, it's okay.
That's where it comes from.
Not to, be preemptive here. I don't know
boy.
if anybody's going to talk about this on YouTube's, but did you see the video of that they released?
I did.
No.
Okay.
The beans.
My God.
Yeah.
So like,
I saw a picture, stills from when they did it. So I
Yeah.
figured they hammered it.
oh yeah, they put out the actual video yesterday. Holy shit. It's just,
Well, I was like, so this is all nice. It's filmed cool. It looks good. And then they had like in-car footage and the screen.
I did see that. The screen was insane.
yeah.
Well, the screen is flashing red
Right.
with the number 5 on it. So
Right.
clearly this man's
He's
in
up
fifth
there.
gear.
Yeah.
And you can see the rev counter and he's,
Remember how we were curious if that,
Who was that driving it?
I don't know.
I don't have the name. You know what? Magnus Walker posted it. And
He looked like the guy from Assassin's Creed, not Assassin's Creed, from Hitman.
That's who I watched it from.
From Hitman?
No, Magnus Walker's page, but I think he had the guy's name on it too.
Yeah, I mean, that guy was steady ripping. I mean, he was hitting rev limiter in fifth on some dirt somewhere, so I figure
Yeah.
that's a pretty good speed.
Some pretty good jumpies too.
Yeah. This is like a young Ben ride home from school type level of throttle input. Some yumps.
Yeah, sorry. I was
all
just trying to read the article to see if I could see who the driver was, but I can't. I don't want to
I
kill
think I was manhandling it. He was hammering it. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
So much so that I forgot I watched the video.
You put in a pre-order for one.
But the inside, yeah, no, I did. I put my $100 down.
Yeah.
And I listened to you mentioned the Chris Harris
Yeah.
podcast with Richard Tuttle and Rob from Singer.
Yeah.
And I listened to that today. Short one, definitely worth a
Yeah.
listen. Yeah, really, really good podcast.
Yeah, enjoyed. Just
There
good
is
detail.
There's another one with Tuttle. I think he's done solo, isn't there?
I'd have to go back. I don't
think
know.
he has, or he's done a video with him. That guy's the real fucking deal, obviously. So yeah, it's cool to hear from the guys who did it. Why they did it, and they're all psyched that the customer will let them do it. And he's just like, so if someone has the money, can they have one? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That was
Yeah,
cool. It's like,
absolutely.
yeah, you got to build another one.
So
Yeah.
make as many as you want.
So I already built 2 of them for this guy.
He did
so.
at one point say it's several $1 million worth of car right there. So something tells me it's not in my wheelhouse. Tesla's gonna have to do real good for Daddy to get one of those.
Yeah.
for only a $100
Deposit.
down
Yeah.
payment. You can make it happen.
Shout to English Ben. Hope that Cybertruck comes in okay.
It's gonna come in some assembly required.
Still waiting for it.
Shout out to some of our listeners.
Oh boy.
I put up a thing on my Instagram story that I was looking for a Audi B5 Bentley manual,
Yeah.
and some listeners came through and actually did me one better and sent me over a PDF of all the wiring diagram that I need.
Oh shit, that's great.
So, and then actually, that's James Reynolds and David Farrell, and then Matt Beatson, as another listener, hit me up, and was like, "Hey, I have the manual. You can just have it." So, I always like to have a physical copy of stuff too.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
B5?
Well, Yeah,
To show you how to do an axle?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe stop over my place.
Yeah,
Maybe I
yeah.
got a neighbor who needs a
Nipple
little
pie.
help with one of those.
I should lend him the manual, see how far I can get with it.
Boy, I don't know about that.
When the inevitable solar flares happen,
Yeah.
and we can no longer access our digital reading,
Oh, that's happening.
you'll
Yeah,
have
I'll have the paper version.
When China
Yeah,
shuts
we
their
can-
internet down.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, he still has my single jack stand that I loaned him years ago, so he should be able to do it in his driveway.
It's just buried in the mud somewhere up in
Yeah,
the.
it's definitely behind the house under one of his old cars. So big shout to young Ben.
Yeah.
rocks.
Everybody get
Yeah.
anything else?
Rocks.
Rocks.
Hold on. Let's see what
I mean, I
else
got more stuff. I mean, it's
I
just,
have. Shouts to Every Detail. Shouts to Poddle. He put out some shirts. I bought some. They're fucking sweet. They came in. I haven't been able to wear one yet, but I really like the design. So you should pick up a shirt from Poddle because he's a cool dude doing cool shit.
Every
cleaning up
Detail
cool cars.
me.
Every Detail me.
Me.
He was using some weird air freshener today. Did you see that? It was like this bag. Air
What, he got a
freshener.
camera in his shop or something?
You know,
No, he posted it. He put a nice little picture of it up. And I'm fascinated with weird air fresheners now. After that JDM one I bought, which is great. But now it's set me down a path of like.
You get sent down paths.
I do.
You really do. We get in a big argument Rhode Island sandwich.
Oh my god,
The worst,
it was really
craziest
bothered.
sandwich ever.
It
Yeah,
says
that bothers me
Brook
too.
City Nutrition,
Brook City?
and it's strawberry scent. So what is Brook City Nutrition?
Brook City sounds like it's on Strong Island.
They're
gonna
in
say-
Westbrook, Maine.
Is that an air freshener or is it
Okay.
just like a smoothie mix that he put up there?
Oh no, here he is right here, right on their page. It looks like they're buddy, that's not good for business if they're putting your face up here. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like some sort of nutrition
Why?
shop.
Sun's looking wrong?
No, I mean Pottle's always looking
Come on.
right, but I mean it's not the
Handsome
best for
brother.
business, you know?
Yeah. no,
Which that led me to, you know what? I'm not even
might scare lesser men away.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say it because it's such a good idea that I think somebody will take it if I say it.
Don't
All right,
say
yeah,
it.
don't say it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to write a little note.
Oh wow, we're getting that good. Okay, let me get into my next callback, and it's a little kind of question I had.
Questions.
So it's not a deep thought, but it kind of is a deep thought. Because I was having a deep thought is I got a clout coffin on my roof, aka a Thule box. Can I take it through a car wash? So I reached out to Mike from Thule, the god, Upstate
Thule.
Mike.
Shouts to Mike.
Thule.
Thule.
Upstate Mike on the Insta. The man, the god, the myth, the legend. And I said, hey, Mike, can I take this through a car wash? My car's hammered, totally dirty. My hose is frozen, and it's just not getting warmer. And he said, absolutely, you can take it through a touchless. No problem. However, not the octopus brushy ones, because that's just, he doesn't know what's going to happen. That's kind of at your own risk.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You
But
would
I
have
think
came
you'd have
out.
to, you'd have to be a crazy
left.
person. Yeah. I think the box would stay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, matter of fact, now that you say that, we have experience with that. Not me personally,
Yeah.
but there's a place that we know that uses them
Yeah.
that has forbid our trucks with ladder racks going through.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'd imagine that would not work out well for anyone involved.
Shut the whole thing down.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, shut the whole thing down. I don't even know if it was one of our trucks. It might have been while we were present there. Whatever it might have been. Yeah, not good.
Yeah, no, that's not great. So yeah, I took mine through a touchless car wash in East Providence. What's the name? Shine Car Wash, Corey?
Shine on.
Shine On. I'll tell you what. First off, this car came like I went from there straight to here, and I was like, well, I'll go look at the damage when I get out of the car. It was touchless, but like there's always soap and shit left on it.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing did a better job than me.
Yeah. They do a solid job there. I enjoy it.
We just went outside, and
It's
night.
crazy.
It's nighttime. It's dark now, and the thing was gleaming.
It's
It was-
dark time.
Dude, it is dark time. Dark man. It's so shiny. Like there's no brake dust on the wheels.
Yeah.
No.
And like don't get me wrong, I sealed the shit out of the thing before the winter,
Yeah, that's important to know.
but I still do not expect it to do that good of a job. It cleaned the roof under the box. I don't know how.
Yeah.
So if you're in the Rhode Island area, man, that's Shine On Car Wash and EP, man. Whew, it's kind of close
Is it
to our
an EP
headquarters.
or is it?
No, it's an
Seacon?
EP.
It is
EP, right on the
it's an EP.
Seacon, kind of in the Seacon
Yeah,
quarter,
because
right?
actually
It's
another
probably-
listener, TK, hit me up before, and he was like, hey, man, I got to take this through somewhere real quick, and I'm in your neck of the woods. I was like, boom, say no more.
yeah,
Got you, fam.
Yeah.
Clout Coffin friendly. They also have, you can clean it yourself, but
Yeah.
I'll throw $20 at that thing every couple weeks.
Yeah.
I think there's cheaper options as well, but
There's
Yeah.
definitely cheaper options, but they don't do as good of a job.
yeah, my wife's car is horrific right now, and I sealed the shit out of that thing, so I'm going to take that through.
Yeah.
And it's got the hardest wheels to clean on earth, the Turbo Max on it. So we're going to see what happens there. But yeah, shout out to those guys. Yeah, a little PSA for the homies. At least the Thule box. It seems if it is, I don't want someone to knock their box off and blame us for it. But it's as long as you hit your height requirements. If I was in an SUV, it'd be too high for
Yeah.
sure.
So height requirement and no octopus.
But yeah, touchless
Arms.
car wash. It seems to work.
Yeah.
And that was from Mikey Thule, man. He
Yeah.
knows everything.
Shouts.
Yeah, big shouts, man. Big help out there. You guys got anything else? I got all sorts of other shit.
I got
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
other little one. It's not really a piece of news because like it's not relevant to today's times. But
Yes.
I was digging through
The classifieds found some broads.
local gentleman, Ross VW in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
He's actually got some kind of crazy camper Volkswagen thing up on Bring a Trailer right now.
Yeah.
I was looking through some other stuff, and his name happened to come up in an article of a Polo he owns.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this thing? It looks real funky. It's white. It's got a rainbow down the side. And I was like, what is
Yeah.
going on here? Have you seen it, Josh?
I believe I've seen this thing.
So it's called the Oco Polo.
Oco Polo.
Oco Polo. It stands for Eco Polo. So in
Okay.
1989, Volkswagen wanted to see what they could do for economy, and they designed the car to travel 100 kilometers on 3 liters of fuel.
Yeah.
So it was like designed to be an ultra economical car. And really the only way you could decipher it from another one was the rainbow down the side.
That's fucking awesome.
So it's like hypermiler.
Yeah, it's like
Factory
super hypermiler. It is a 0.9 liter, so like a 900 cc 2-cylinder diesel engine
Whoa.
with a G40 supercharger strapped to it.
No
boy.
way.
Yeah. And there's only ever been a handful,
Yep.
and there's like 3 left in existence.
Oh, that's super
So this
cool.
guy has one, and it just happened to come up. So I was like went and like super nerd out, like reading this whole thing, and I was like, what are the odds? Like,
Yeah.
what are the odds? But also like giant rainbow down the side is like, well, this thing looks pretty cool. Like if you see it on the road, you'd be like, what is this person doing?
Oco Polo.
Oco Polo. So
That's super cool.
O-K-O Polo.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's this little. It's like a bread van too. It's like a 2-door wagon.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
this thing's like all sorts of wild.
Yeah. It's got like a little like whoop spoiler on the back just to
Ooh,
kind of
whoop,
get the slipstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, if you just like kind of Google Oco Polo quick, it'll come up. But yeah, it just what are the odds that this thing comes up and it's just this guy not too far away. He's got quite the collection of other stuff, but
Oh, it's right on his website actually.
Polo,
Yeah.
Polodriver.com.
RossVW.com.
Yeah, there it is. I just want to see. I want to get eyes on this thing. Oh wow, that's more than a rainbow. That's a rainbow gradient.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
instead of having like
stripes or whatever.
stripes or wood paneling,
Yeah.
it's got a rainbow gradient.
It's a proper gradient that begins at the front fender and ends at the rear.
Dude, that is awesome. Yeah, and it's a bread van with the big square windows on the back. That is super sick.
Yeah, and it's just this weird
Those
little thing.
wheels.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
god,
this
the whole
weird
thing's
little thing.
perfect.
It's meant to go real far on not a lot, so
Good for him, man. That's a badass car.
I'm sure it's one of those cars that he'll never part with, you know?
Yeah, sure. That's not going nowhere.
That and like what honestly, what's it worth? Like what's it worth to anybody?
Just to like nerds, like you'd probably pay
Yeah.
more than most people for it.
You're right.
Only 75 of these cars were produced.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's
And
cool
there's
to
like-
grab. He probably scored it super cheap.
Yeah. It's
You get, every now and then you see stuff like that. You're like, how the hell did he get that?
a lot
Someone
of the
didn't
stuff
know.
that he comes across or he has, the story is always like just came across it, stumbled across it, someone brought him in the dealership, like or a lot of it, I guess when you get to his point or a lot of other people's points, things find you.
Right.
It's like, oh, I got this weird thing. Oh, I know a guy who would want a weird Volkswagen.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, hopefully I turn into that guy one day.
You definitely are gonna.
you're,
Bring these
you're,
strange Volkswagens.
you're on your way.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's cool. Not news because it's from 31 years ago, but
right. Right.
irrelevant because it's the supercharger they use on the G40 that they just kind of strapped to this 0.9 liter diesel.
Yeah.
Doesn't even sound that
menace.
bad. Haven't driven a K car for a while.
Yeah.
0.9, big bore.
Yeah. It's a big boy. Yeah.
Big bore.
I'm pretty sure I got a 5-gallon gas tank on that thing. So
Stroker kit.
yeah, man, when that thing stroked out, it's like 40% more displacement.
Yeah. Let her eat.
Holy shit. How do you drive that thing?
Jeez, how to keep her on the road.
Got a diff in there? Any other callbacks?
Yeah. This weekend, I repaired the firewall on my Polaris. We talked about how I managed to blow the firewall out of my Polaris.
Yes.
So I can only say the design on that Polaris is a lasagna of inconvenience. Because
Lasagna of inconvenience?
everything is attached to everything. So it was, and I recorded this on so it'll be on a vlog or something, hopefully in fast forward. But I mean, seriously, it started with me being like, yeah, I'll pop that right out to, I think I'm going to have to take the floor off to get that firewall off. I think I'm going to have to take the seat off. I think I'm going to have to take the dash off. And it was
it's
just,
just snowballed?
Dude, it came to the point. I sent you
Well,
guys a picture.
I was
It's
gonna say,
literally
yeah.
just the bare frame.
The picture you sent us, it's just like, does he start from scratch?
It was crazy. Yeah, I should have just bought another one.
What's happening?
I mean, and I'll tell you what, it was one of those things that wasn't hard. It was just like, okay, I'm going to put 3 hours aside for this because it's like held together with pop rivets and hope.
Right.
And they're all pop riveted to each other. It was crazy, man. It was absolutely crazy. A big non-shout out to the Polaris forums or the My First Mechanical Rodeo forums. What a bunch of rookie numbers out there. Jesus.
You got to get them.
These guys are getting stuck because they didn't have he's like, oh yeah, no, you got to take the steering wheel off. Good luck finding a steering wheel puller. I was like, a puller? Yeah, let me take one of the 3 in my drawer out.
Yeah.
Hammer that. I got the steering wheel off in like 10 seconds.
Or just go to Harbor Freight.
Yeah, that's where they came from.
Yeah.
And then they were getting stuck because they didn't have ball joint poppers. You got a hammer, Chief? Pop right off. Yeah, a bunch of rookies, but I guess like maybe that's some people's first mechanical foray. But I mean,
Yeah, I'd have to assume
it's
so.
it's pretty. You don't need a diagram for this thing. It's just take the bolts off and move the shit out of the way. You know.
Right,
So
right.
I put the new strut on. It went really well. You'll see me struggle, which is pretty funny. Trying to like compress it with the spring on it. Like I did nothing by the book, but it happened. So yeah, lasagna,
figured it out.
a lasagna of inconvenience. Seriously, it's just like if you could just pull them off independently, it probably wouldn't be as waterproof as it is, but it would definitely come out a lot easier.
Right.
So that baby runs and drives. I just put the tracks on.
It's purpose built to, suited.
I mean,
very specific.
it's
purpose.
definitely made to be replaced. They definitely realize you're going to break all the plastics on this thing.
Yeah.
So it's, as I said, it's easy to do, but it's just like, holy shit. Like if you were to break the floor comes out second, so you could break the floor and get away with it pretty easy. And I did break the floor, so that's good.
As well.
But now I get them New Hampshire carpets, that diamond plate.
Yeah.
I get those New Hampshire carpets now, so
It's real slippery when you get
see
in.
me shining.
You gotta put some grip tape on there.
I think I'm probably gonna have
Yeah,
to because
yeah.
it is. It looks nice though. Looks
It
really
does.
nice.
Right.
So-
You can put a couple strips.
Got that done on that. I definitely will throw some grip tape. I was thinking about that. I was like, once it gets snow on it, this is gonna become very dangerous to drive around on.
It could be like arm rolling your gas pedal.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Too.
Just that
remember-
noise.
I remember I left Bandsworks once, and someone must have grease on the floor, and I got
Yeah.
in my car, and like
Oh my god.
the pedals were so fucking slippery. I'm like gonna die in this thing. Yeah. So, whew. Anyways, big shout out to those guys. Yeah. So I fixed a firewall. I got to still do the mounts to put the tracks back on, which I was like in the garage in my work clothes yesterday, grinding metal. I was like, first off, I should be recording this. Second off, I should not be wearing nice clothes grinding metal.
No, if you're
Hence
in the
me always
garage,
smelling terrible
got-
when I come back in.
you gotta have your overalls on.
Dude,
bib.
my bib is so sick. Yeah, it's something. So that brings me right into my next callback, which is my Tractor Supply appreciation callback.
It's kind of a deep thought as well.
It really is. Tractor Supply should just be called Man Supply. No skirts, man.
As we were saying,
It's like the 80s WWE. That's how manly it is in there.
Yeah.
Testosterone fueled. It's crazy. WWF.
Slim Jims everywhere.
Dude, just like everybody writing their own copy, just going as hard as they can. I mean, it is just like, it's incredible. I mean, the place is fucking incredible. I bring my kids and they can have a toy. Go pick whatever little John Deere tractor you want over there, you know?
Yeah.
I go and they have a Craftsman. I don't know Craftsman did this. A Craftsman. Who's the guys that do the, Columbia? Who's the guy that do the lanterns? I think it was Coleman.
Coleman.
Coleman, yeah.
Coleman go-kart. $1,300. My
wow.
I know
daughter's.
Okay.
they make like a little like pit bike thing.
Oh yeah, this is a go-kart.
Yeah.
With a motorcycle with a lawnmower engine on the back, and my kids were losing their mind. I was like, you know what? Don't tell Mama, but in the spring I'm buying that for you. We're gonna come here with the pickup truck, and we're leaving with this fucking thing.
Yeah.
You hear me, Tractor Supply?
Yeah.
But just such a store full of men. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. You want a V-belt for your tractor? Sure. You want a welder? I went up and picked up. I got a lollipop for my daughter. I got a John Deere little toy model thing for my son, and I got 3/8 steel
Yeah.
and some welding tips. And I was like, where else can I get this? This is wonderful.
Yeah, it's already
Oh,
there.
and I got a high visibility lime green hat for $6. So Big shots to Tractor Supply. Unbelievable, that place.
And had you gone at the right time, you could have bought yourself a chicken.
If it was the right season, I could have left with a bunch of chickens.
Yeah.
Is it just chicks or do they go to full chickens?
Chicks, I
Chicks,
believe.
yeah. I've never
just
seen.
chicks.
I don't think the demand's too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to leave with chickens.
Right.
It's not like you just grab them. You don't really.
That
pick
could
'em.
just get messy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Full on chickens
there's
over there.
machetes there. There's
Oh yeah,
talk
There could
about-
be some confusion on what you're there
We're
for.
talking about fresh.
Yeah.
yeah. So it was. That store just keeps giving. Like I know we always talk about the Depot and the Lowe's and the skirts and the men, but man, there's
The man store's Tractor
The
Supply.
clothing
Tra-
section.
Tractor Supply's only pickup trucks. Like I feel bad going there in any of my other cars that aren't my tiny little womanly pickup truck. Only trucks, dude, and they all park as close as they can to the door.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're just like, dude, these are a bunch of like working men. They're parking like this, they're just sardine. There's a whole parking lot. Like everyone's just slammed as close as they can to the fucking door. It's like pro parking, pro
Right.
douchebag parking at
Right,
Home
right.
Depot. I
Well,
parked the
that's-
second row back. There's not a car.
That's where you establish if you're the alpha male or not.
If you pull in a Tractor Supply in your Chevy Silverado, which are the guys that take the most pride in their pickup trucks, and you don't have a front row spot, you just wait.
You just wait till you get one.
Yeah. You're not going to park it somewhere else.
right, because the alpha male doesn't park towards the
No,
back.
absolutely.
Yeah, this is your pride.
Yeah.
You got to
Don't want to park next to that little tiny wimpy Honda pickup truck, you know? Yeah, really. Tractor Supply, it's a trip, man. It's worth just going to. Maybe I'll bring a camera. Just Charlie at Tractor Supply. Make friends with the guy at the register all the time.
I was gonna say, maybe the manager would be okay with that.
No, hidden camera, man. It's a single record state in Rhode Island. I don't have to tell nobody.
Oh, all right, there we go.
I don't know if I can use any Tractor Supply images, but we can blur stuff.
Yeah, we can sort it out.
So anyways, yeah, big shout to those guys. Every time I need stuff, I just go there now. And then obviously my local hardware store because I support the little guy. They have decent hardware at Tractor Supply, but nothing like the hardware store.
Ace saved me around here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Had to go get
Independence,
some
baby.
bolts. That's it.
That's the one. Yeah, there's supposed to be a good one around here, actually.
Yeah, there's a very nice one.
There you go.
Not too far
Well,
from
nice.
here.
Big shout to Ace. What else do I have? This weather's got me feeling like taking the covers off some of my junk. That's true. It's supposed to be like 50 on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it's going to
Wow.
rain. Yeah, there's no snow in the forecast, which sucks. God, I want that snow.
They make it snow up at the hill?
Oh, snow's at the hill, buddy. Which brings me to my next lead in. Big shout to Novak, Nick, and the boys. Saw them at the hill. What a strong crew.
Good time?
Strong crew, yeah.
Y'all get down at the hill.
Big crew in the park. Yeah, man, the hill's going nuts right now.
Hill's popping off.
Hill's popping off. Although Wednesdays are back to normal. Don't go the Wednesday before Christmas. If I could offer any advice to anybody.
Probably.
Oh, it's hell on earth. Absolutely hell. I don't wait at the hill.
How many runs on a non-Christmas Wednesday?
I had 5 in by 10 a.m.
Okay.
That was last week. It wasn't this week. I didn't count them. Yeah, I had 5 in by 10, so that's in an hour.
Yep.
And I just hammer through. Kind
That's
of
a
just
lot of
hammer
runs
through.
then.
Hammer through till about noon. Grab a burgie, hit the park.
Yeah.
Because once I have a burger, I'm definitely not hitting any park stuff, you know. So you go through the park, look hard, you know.
Yeah.
Couple ride on 50s, couple
Stole
backside
through.
ones, call it a day.
And then 90. 90
I've done a 90 out of a rail. Yeah, that usually doesn't go well. That's a burger's fault,
Yeah, weighing you down.
dude. It does. But yeah, big day at the hill. Shut to see the boys. Hope to make that happen again. And then people kept on sending me. I don't think it's a news, but there's an airport. Jingle sent it to me. An airport in British Columbia or somewhere in Canada that uses old neons.
Oh, yeah.
I
For
did see
baggage
that,
carriers?
but I didn't- Yeah.
It was like the manliest airport. It was the manliest airline name of all time.
Tractor Supply?
I think it was Tractor Supply Airlines. No, neon baggage.
I saw that come up a bunch.
It was like bearskin.
Bear Claw?
Bearskin Airport?
No. It was like bearskin airlines.
It puts the lotion on the skin?
It puts a lotion on the skin. Yeah, it does neons. Oh my God. If I could only find the name of this. The British neons were used by International Airport in Ontario, exclusively by Bearskin Airlines.
Bearskin Airlines.
Yeah, those guys only Tractor Supply. That's why they have those neon parts over there.
Bearskin Airlines, a regional passenger airline that used Thunder Bay as its main hub. What are you doing? Well, I'm taking my Bearskin Airline from Thunder Bay.
Yeah. I'm flying out of Thunder Bay.
and then I'm going to cut down a tree. And
Yeah, but where does it fly to?
We're fine.
wherever you want.
I Manscaped.
Bearskin?
Wherever you want to fly, you got to fly yourself.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, the Drive did an article on it, how a small airline hacked together its own fleet of Dodge Neon airport baggage tractors. And it's like, I mean, it's a Sawzall and some wood. It's a Charlie Justice level job. I mean, it's really like, the bed on one of these things is literally like a couple old tables screwed together for sure.
Former employee says, they were a lot of fun. I went way too fast one time and spun out on a patch of ice.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because like the real tractors are not fast. I mean,
Yeah.
if you cut everything out of a Neon, they were actually peppy back in the day, believe it or not. If you cut everything out of it, man, there you go. That's a baggage tractor.
I know the Neons have like this serious like cult following for
There's a
like,
guy
little
around
track
here.
cars. Yeah.
There's a guy around here that's just obsessed with them. Made a truck out of one.
Yeah. Is it silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it the other
Yeah,
day.
he's legit made a pickup out of
Yeah.
it.
I'll tell you what, I'd have an SRT4 for sure.
I seen one of those in silver the other day, just like my old one.
I always like the
What a looker.
like
What a
burnt,
looker.
burnt orange or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, burnt. Yeah. I think that was
That was
the
like
actual color.
the FX35 one.
Yeah.
That was like they're the best color ever when that came up.
It's like-
burnt umber.
It
Yeah.
was that. It was the SRT4. It was the 350Z, and the FX.
Yeah, SRT4 was fucking.
Yep.
That thing was serious. Lots of tail, lots of trim with that thing. Am I right, buddy?
Yeah.
Don't have to say anything.
That's just further proof that, Dodge is it just more often than not, they're doing it right.
I wish they still had the Neon. It'd get a Hellcat.
Oh my god,
Definitely get a Hellcat.
You get a Hellcat Neon.
Yeah.
God,
it's coming. It's
bring
coming.
it back.
Hell neon.
Hell Neon. Neon
Neon
Hell.
Hell.
Neon
There we go.
Hell. Yeah. So, anyways, that's all my callbacks.
I'm fresh out as well.
About as deep as I could go.
News. Well, let's get right to it. I want
Yes.
to talk about this.
Uh-oh.
We all know him.
Oh boy.
We all love him.
Uh-oh.
Maybe not the wheels he designed, but Mr. Kenny from the block
Oh yeah, Kenny. Kenny.
Kenneth.
says he's parting ways with Ford
Mm.
in a mutually agreed upon decision, it seems.
Seen other people, but still friends with Benny's.
Where do we think,
I dig
or
it.
what do you think's going to happen?
I think Kenny's going to Subaru because all my worst nightmares always come true.
I think that's the leader in the hen house, if you will. And he's being,
But he's too much cool shit. Subaru doesn't. I mean, if you like Subarus, that's not okay, but it's fine for you. But there's just no cool shit. Like Ford has this heritage of awesome shit and
Right.
current cool shit. I mean, just Subaru offers nothing. If you were Kenny from the block, nothing.
Yeah.
Corey and I were talking about it, could there be a swoop in from the side by Audi? Because he's dropped some odd hints.
Audi would be cool, but Audi doesn't do anything cool.
So, and that's exactly what I
Yeah.
said to Corey the other day. I said they have the heritage, but Audi is way too fucking boring to do something cool like that.
Audi
Yeah.
doesn't do anything cool. I mean, it would be a really cool first cool thing to do.
Yeah. Like if they went buck wild or on like an RS3 and like built one up.
Or
There's
give
a-
him, just
there's
give him
a
a
new-
V10, put some turbos on it, call it a day.
Yeah.
New
there you go.
RS3 coming out supposedly in the next few months. So that's happening. So
He has talked about how much he likes the Quattro, the S1 was it, the
Yeah.
Group B car.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got all the Group B Fords. If I were Kenny from the block, here's what I would do. Every year I'd switch to another company that had Group B cars, and then make them give me their Group B car. Currently, he has an RS200.
Yep.
He get the S1.
Because what he has.
Keep moving through.
That's one. Yeah. Yeah. Because where else could you?
Lancia. He's gonna-
Lancia, you need a little representation.
Peugeot. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you guys got?
And then Josh brought up the point of like, could he move to Toyota?
Toyota would be a very interesting one.
Because Toyota's doing exciting shit right now. They're heavy in the drift scene.
They also, but they do cool stuff because they have
Yeah.
Turek.
They have all the GR
They
related
do a
stuff.
lot of Baja 1000 stuff.
Wow, I'll tell you what, because Kenny's now on Rotiform,
Mhm.
and Rotiform has some guys on Toyota.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, if he goes Toyota, I'd be into it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean-
God, he goes Yaris for the Gymkhana car.
Right.
Oh, but that would just be shoving their balls in our face. That's what Toyota would be doing.
Yeah.
Suck on this, America.
Yeah.
So-
Kenny's got one. Kenny's got everything.
yeah.
Toyota would be so good.
I keep racking. I thought initially it was going to be Subaru because he dropped a couple.
Yeah, and it was in
which
the background
I felt
and
subtle
stuff.
hints that I'm like, wait, the fact that he's showing these cars, he put a post up asking what are the favorite, and there was 2 Subarus in there, and when he's talking in the video saying of what's going on, he kind of puts the Subaru in the background, whatever, and that would almost make sense
It
because
would be such a
Pastrana,
bummer.
because Pastrana is still rocking a Subaru. Maybe this leads, and I don't know any of this. This is all speculation. So anybody who does know this, there's no way they didn't tell me.
Yeah.
So, it's just maybe they lead up to a, or what I think they're leading up to a Kenny versus Pastrami
A brand war.
brand war. Like
You think it's Mitsubishi?
It's WWF stuff, but purposely.
Whatever
it's
size isn't
gonna be
Subaru, I'm on.
entertaining.
Yeah.
It's going to be entertaining. I think they're both going to be Subaru.
I don't know. I don't
Maybe
think
not.
so.
I hope not.
I don't
And
think
it
so.
would be great if it was Toyota. And I don't think Audi's. I think Audi's too fucking boring.
Yeah, I don't. And like, Volkswagen has nothing to offer them.
Volkswagen pulled out of all motorsport,
Yeah,
so
but
I
like,
can't picture them.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be Mitsubishi.
you think so? What is it? The
First
crossover
Mitsubishi
Lander Sport?
gets the most dependable car in America. These guys put 1 million miles on one. Now Kenny from the blocks driving the brand new Evo 11 versus Pastrami in the STI thing.
Well, it's gonna be 2004 all over again.
Exactly.
Bring me back.
Take me back, please.
Maybe Hyundai as well. Is Hyundai thrown in there?
No.
I don't think so either.
Because all I have is the Veloster N to offer them,
Right.
which did exceptionally well in the TCR series.
I just don't see
Oh man,
enough
Toyota would
marketing
be
budget from Hyundai to do
Toyota.
that.
Just think Toyota in their old school rally stuff.
Yeah.
The
Well, you get to
fucking-
the Celica
Celica.
GT4.
Is that the only one? What else is there for their rally stuff?
Fuck, that's the only one I know of.
But they were heavily involved in motorsport because they used to do the Supras in the Japanese racing leagues.
Yep.
Maybe he's doing it. Just
man.
get a Mark IV Supra. Everybody. It's in it for the Mark IV Supra.
Yeah.
I hope it's Honda. Maybe we'll get a City Turbo too.
I don't know. Maybe it'd be awesome if it was Toyota.
Yeah.
Maybe, although he's kind of been
He's
saying
kind of
like a
alluring to
free
he can do
agent.
whatever he wants now.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there won't be anybody. Maybe he's just going to drive a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah.
And I did see Scotto post today that they're still filming blank versus whatever it's called versus.
Oh, this versus that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It didn't.
I saw Hoonicorn's last ride video.
Yeah, maybe I missed it because they might still be filming this versus that, but it might not be with the Hoonicorn.
So that's what I was kinda
Yeah.
implying.
Yeah.
Like that's still going on. So something else being filmed. Who knows what that could be? But
Yeah. Let's see. I actually have a callback to 5 minutes ago
Yes.
when Garrett, our lovely friend at Mystic Scenic Studios, who made us this beautiful sign,
Shout scare.
I've been
Big shout.
corresponding with him about some other stuff going on, and I asked him to pick a color for the sign
There we go.
because he's the one who made it, and he's the one who came up with the idea for Young Ben to pick a color.
Yeah.
There you go.
He said, go with purple in honor of Chuck Snurple and the upcoming GDM magazine.
Oh,
So, shout out to Garrett. Thanks for the help.
that's kind of.
I think we just stuck on pink.
Yeah, pink's fine. Oh,
Whoa,
I
whoa.
saw purple for a second. There it is.
Wow.
Purple.
All right, there we are.
There we are.
There we go.
Sweet.
Nice and perped up.
That's perfect.
Perp.
Oh yeah, it looks really good on the video.
Yeah. So Ken Block news. Another bit of news. GM has new logo.
Did you? So I have that on my news, right? And for me, it's strange that you allow your logo that reflects your storied history to have lowercase letters.
Yes, I agree.
I have such an issue with lowercase letters.
It's supposed to be all caps. Big rip to MF Doom. It's got to be all caps when you use the man's name. How you gonna do lowercase letters on your logo? I just think it seems silly. It's just I don't know. Maybe they think differently than me.
If you don't know, GM replaced their, as of January 11th, GM replaced their old button with a brand new, brighter logo.
Yeah, from the periodic table of elements.
This is coming after, where is it? The original GM button existed nearly unchanged for over half a century.
I love how they call it a button.
Button. The
Button.
button.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. A lot of people making fun of it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Who else
I was not
changed
terrible.
their logo?
I just think it's dumb.
Kia
Kia
changed
changed theirs, and it's not even.
Yeah, which
It's like crooked or something.
someone like drew the lines all around it, and I mean, it's got to be the tiniest bit off from being even. But
Yeah.
Just tweak
I think
it.
Kia did a much better job than GM did.
Yeah,
Really?
I'll take Kias.
Yeah,
GM.
Kia's is new. It's edgy. It's
Oh,
of
I'm in with the Kia logo.
yeah, it's of the times. GM is like,
What did you create a new app?
well, no, it was just like, oh, let's just stick our hand in a bag of a bunch of old
It looks-
logos and pull one out.
It looks like the periodic table of elements.
Mm.
Kia's new logo's cool.
Yeah,
It's a little weird.
it's
If
new.
you look at it fast, you're like, oh, that's cool. Then you really look at it and you're like, that kind of sucks.
It's just like it's something modern.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think the GM doesn't say modern. It says low effort,
yeah,
low energy.
minimal effort.
Low energy. That's a phone in.
It says we need this, but we're going to cut the budget.
But boys, it could be worse. You could have changed your name to Stillanus.
Yeah,
So
It's very
at
true.
least we're good there. They just spell that with cursive.
Very true. So you don't know what it says.
but with GM's new logo, it seems as if, well, I should have had this pulled up already here. I didn't even read this too far, but GM will build electric crossovers for Honda and Acura. So the two vehicles in question they'll be building will use the I always have a hard time with this word. Ultium, ULTIUM, Ultium batteries
Okay.
to be built out of Tennessee, Mexico. So why would GM be building Honda and Acura's electric crossover things? Don't you think like Honda themselves would probably have the engineering capabilities to do so themselves?
You'd assume so.
Yeah, why would they deal with GM?
No harms in you assume.
Make
Right.
an ass out of you or me.
It's
Right
true.
now it's me.
It's true. It's all of us.
It's all of us, goddammit.
We're all the ass. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I was Honda, I wouldn't really, GM wouldn't be where I would kind of be like, you know what? You
Especially
build
with
this
that
for me.
new logo.
Yeah.
New logo, the interior, any interior.
Wasn't it GM who was getting partnered up with Nicola?
Yep.
Did a nice
Well,
job
they
with
stopped.
that.
I
Yeah.
think they stopped.
We're still going
But
for
they
it.
still they still got themselves involved.
Got a bit of an investment to take
Yeah.
care of.
You would think they do their due diligence, but more research.
Yeah, I think Honda's probably a safer bet to kind of get involved with. But
Yeah.
on Honda's side of it, I mean, I think far higher of Honda's engineering capabilities when it comes to like an electric
Engineering.
car than I would think of GM.
Engineering, build quality,
Yeah.
reliability.
That's why Tesla's doing so good. lots of iffy old school competition coming at you.
Yeah.
No partners.
Yeah.
Partner
Right,
with themselves.
Right.
Build it yourself.
Speaking of partners, this one is going to be interesting. Apple and Hyundai
Mm-hmm.
partnership may happen. Concept car may come as soon as 2022.
Yeah, whatever.
This has been some, I don't know, what do you call it? There's been ambers, if you will, on the fire of this lately, and the rumors continue. So this came out the other day of just Apple and Hyundai and potential partnership. I'm sure we'll hear about it more as things go on.
I don't know what this is all about. Like, what is Apple getting at here?
I can't tell you how much I would not want an Apple car.
Yeah. You know, and I've been high on Hyundai lately, but this isn't the best move.
Yeah.
It's
If you're looking for your strategic manager, Corey,
It's
he's
gonna-
right here.
Yeah.
It's a bad look.
going to be proprietary charging.
Yeah.
You're going to have to replace
Because that
it.
works great.
You're going to have to replace it every year.
Until it eventually becomes the same charge everybody else uses.
Right, because out of
A
spite.
decade later.
Yeah, I was just going to say out of spite.
Or you just
Many
don't
years
allow
later.
charging anymore. No
Yeah.
more charging port.
No more
Right.
charging.
No more charging port.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's your EV. You can't charge it.
You buy it once a week,
Yeah.
and it comes fully charged.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. Apple's a giant, but like they just don't set out the best tone of like consistent innovation.
Oh, it'll sell like
Yeah.
hotcakes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
To idiots.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if the price point is super cheap, but if it's Apple, I mean, they're not going to sell a car for the same price they're going to sell a MacBook Pro for. So
No.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sony keeps saying, "Oh no, we're not making a car," but yet they're still developing everything.
They make great TVs.
Yeah, they're still developing all of the technology that they put in the car that they said they're not developing. So, unless they plan on just taking it all out and selling it, or
Maybe.
taking it all out and using it somewhere,
I think they plan on just making money either way.
Yeah.
Is what they see an opportunity of all this stuff going to have to be used to some extent. So they're going to do what they can.
I wonder who, on a totally different news topic, but also related to this technology stuff. Has anyone seen the giant screen? There's like a
From
Benzo?
Cadillac, Mercedes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like something right up Sony's alley.
They like
I wonder
screens.
I wonder who's making the screens.
You guys
Good
like
question.
screens, right?
Yeah.
You guys familiar with
Yeah,
screens?
you like screens. How's a 38-inch wide?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird too the way it's shaped.
Yeah.
It's
That-
cool.
and it's actually like 3 panel.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
It's 1 panel, but 3 separate.
I do
panels.
like analog gauges though, but
I
want to be one of those guys.
I wonder, are we at the point where like, because I always thought it was cool to have the idea of like you can bring something up on the passenger side and like swipe it over to the driver.
Yeah, that is cool.
Like that'd be something cool, but at the same time, it's like if you're a single driver in the car, you've got this 36, 38-inch screen in front of you, right?
You got about 30 inches of useless space.
No, but
A lot
like,
of length.
it's like, okay, using your cell phone while driving's bad, but what about a 36-inch TV in front of you?
Right.
Yeah, but if it's doing most, I mean, if you limit what it can do, right?
Right. If
Or
if-
is it going to be limited? You know, like
I think,
I think
well,
so.
it'll be limited until they implement self-driving cars, and there's going to be nothing but ads on there.
Yeah,
just
sure.
ads of
It's
playing.
gonna-
Pop-ups, ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this S class for $40,000.
Yeah.
Just gonna watch ads all the time. I'm gonna watch shake weight ads the whole time I drive.
yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It seems like it'd be distracting more than anything to have that much in front of you.
It probably has modes that it wouldn't be.
I don't know.
I don't know if it would. If it's showing normal gauges in front of you and then the nav and the entertainment and it was done right, it's kind of like what you're doing anyways, but you're not switching between screens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always find it hard to believe that like the giant screen in the Teslas aren't distracting.
Oh yeah, they are.
But to that, like I've looked that up and see what people say, and people are like, yeah, after like 3 days, you don't even see it anymore.
Yeah. The nice
It's
thing
like not
about it
even
is
there.
you don't have any gauges, so it's right there.
Yeah.
So if it crashes, it's anybody's guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's with all the screens and stuff, I have a hard time believing it's not going to be a distraction point, at least for a little bit until it gets normalized. Like everything does. It just becomes normal. What do they call it? The status quo.
Just think of
Status
how
quo.
bad a boost gauge would look in that car.
Yeah, I threw this odometer gauge in here.
Yeah.
Just
Turns off when you turn it off. Turns totally black. It's amazing.
got the shift light in here.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Where am I going to
thing.
put my tack? Yeah.
Yeah,
it
what are
is
you
interesting.
doing? So in this, Mercedes isn't a good.
That's so for the people from the
idea.
center of the earth can shut your shit down. You
Right,
know?
exactly.
They'll control your car.
It turns into a camera so they can see everything you're doing.
Yeah,
Yep.
but like more and more cars putting these in, and when those cars are 20 or 30 years old, like,
Disaster.
what do you do with them?
Replace them.
They go in the ocean. They go in the ocean.
Deep in the ocean.
Recycle them
In the ocean.
because they're plastic.
Launch them into the sun.
They're all plastic. And then whatever they're filled with, liquid crystals.
Yeah.
Yep. The
Maybe
old
you can-
liquid crystals.
Maybe you can eat them.
That's probably good for the environment. Make
What's
candy out of them.
what is it? It's electronic diodes or whatever they are.
Oh boy.
Well, on the back side of it, I'm sure there's LEDs.
Yeah.
But the liquid, it should be, LCD, the liquid crystal display.
I wonder if it's like a
So
OLED
it's all
screen.
small pixels.
Yeah.
You think there's crystals in there?
Yeah.
I wonder if we could farm the crystals.
Jim-
Yeah. It's like, you know how they steal like catalytic converters? You get
Yeah,
the,
we could steal the crystals.
That's what it's going to be.
the
30 years-
1/16th of an ounce of fucking plutonium or
30
whatever's
years
inside
from
of
now,
it.
you're just going to hear somebody's Jetson car. And then, what are you doing? I'm stealing crystals.
I don't know if you noticed, but any of the cars from Star Wars, they didn't have any of these kind of crazy gauges. Everything was analog. So
It's true.
That's really interesting.
So that would almost lead me to believe that there's a mass problem that sets everybody back.
yeah.
It's a long time ago, buddy.
Yeah.
Actually, Star Wars comes up on my
Galaxy.
YouTube, but we'll get there later.
Galaxy far, far away. What else do we have for the news? Let's see.
I got we were talking about a little bit earlier. There's some murmurings of Toyota bringing a GR Corolla hatch here.
Yes.
We've heard from a fairly reliable
the-
source
it-
that it's actually going to happen.
Is it the actual hatch or is it just the?
It's the hatch.
It is the hatch.
It's the hatch.
Think about how fucking awkward it would be if it was like their little 4-door.
Oh, it'd be
That's-
so fucking terrible.
Dude, it would be so bad.
Now the rumors are it's going to be a GR Corolla hatch, and that's been circling on the internet. But we got a stone cold lock that it's happening. Heard it here first.
Stone cold lock.
Yeah.
Place your bets.
Fairly reliable source that it's going to happen.
2022?
2022, around $30,000.
Yeah.
The $30,000 numbers from an article. The stone cold lock is from a little birdie.
Still the same 3-cylinder as the Yaris. Is what I read.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
but I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
I'm in. So that's going to keep me out of leasing anything for a little while, I
Right,
think.
right.
It's going to keep me in my car. Because I said it, just make it with a little bit of power.
My God, if that thing came here.
If the Corolla hatch was that hot, I'd honestly think GTI would have an issue.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just going to
100%.
say
And
that.
that's
Both
Big
exactly-
have
time
a
issue.
serious
That's-
issue on their hands.
That's exactly who they.
Where like they can
Target.
ignore the N,
Yeah.
Yep.
the Hyundai,
Yep.
but what's the other competition for that car? Hot hatch in the States that young people want?
Mini.
Nah, it's too expensive.
Yeah. It's I mean, yeah, but it's like 10 grand more easily.
And that would be the only true hot hatch.
Right. So
If we're going pure
if
two-door,
Corolla hatch GR comes
although
out,
there won't be. Yeah, no, because
there was stuff, right? There was the
no longer.
Focus.
There's the Ford stuff.
Well, there was a
Fiesta's
Focus
gone.
ST and the Fiesta ST for a while.
Yeah.
Those are just gone. Yeah, so now
It's a hole in the market, man. Toyota takes it, man. Toyota's really on my good list right now.
GT. They seriously are.
There's supposedly another GR unit coming to the States too, but I
maybe
didn't
a Camry,
confirm.
I heard.
That'd
Yeah, I
be
heard
so funny.
alleged Camry.
A Camry
Yeah.
GR would just be hilarious.
400 horsepower.
I mean,
400
they're
horsepower
fairly large
GR
cars.
Camry.
Like the newer Camrys are pretty
needs to
big.
have-
Imagine that if
If it had the LFA engine
see. Oh God.
or the V8
No,
out
it's
of the RCF.
It's going to have the BMW M motor from the G series. So that would be a difficult thing. Where would they put that? So, hypothetical, you have
Well, they don't have any cool cars
if there's
right
the
now.
if there's the Supra,
Supra.
figure that thing makes about 400 horse,
Yeah.
and then if the Camry came in making that amount,
The Camry?
hypothetically, if it was GR,
I don't know if
Camry.
the Camry and the Supra compete.
no, but I'm just saying if they made a GR Camry,
Right.
where would they put it horsepower wise?
400?
Yeah, probably the same. I imagine.
I think
It'd be so funny if they put out an
that's what I mean,
M3
just-
fast
Yeah.
Camry
right. So it's just
and just
competing.
make it not look special at all.
Yeah.
Just put the motor in it.
kind of like what they did with the TRD one, where there was like little
Yeah.
hints of
Subtle,
stuff here and there.
Yeah.
But I want
Things are
I want the
black.
RCF motor. I want that big
Yeah.
V8.
Oh my God. That is, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, you show up to Toyota dealership
Front
and like, how
drive.
are you buying your 400 horsepower today? And 2 doors or 4?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
All right, let's
What's
see out.
serving?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that there's going to be, if they do the GR Corolla hatch, there's going to be a lot of price hike stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
But Toyota, I mean, we saw Supras for a little while have
Yeah.
it, but now you can go grab them.
Right.
It might not stick around. Like Ford has a stick up their ass, and Honda certainly do with
Yeah.
the Type R.
Yeah.
All these dealers, but I think Toyota's going to be the dealers, at least at first, will be so happy to actually have something people are like, holy shit,
Yeah.
that it'll take a month before they add all the add-ups.
Yeah, so, I mean, just in recent history, I mean, Ford fucked up the GT, not the Ford GT.
The RS.
No, even earlier than that. The GT40.
Yes.
They fucked that up with the price hikes. They did that.
Well, they sold all of them, though.
Yeah, then they did the Focus RS.
Yeah.
They
Messed
fucked that
that
up
up.
massively.
And then the 350R and the 500s, they're currently fucking mad up.
Yep.
So
Fords are kings at that.
Bronco, they're gonna fuck that up.
Yep.
There's already stories of them out when customers are calling to, or the customers are being called to submit their orders for the Mach-E's.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, that's MSRP, but you got to pay $5,000 over
Yeah.
just to, reserve your
And it's going to
spot.
be the same thing with the Raptor and the Warthog.
Yeah, Warthog. Jesus, you can keep it. I'm a Ford chill, but like a Warthog, come on.
Just because of the name alone.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
yeah.
I hope Toyota plays it straight.
I genuinely meant that whenever I said it last week, the week before, my deep thought there of how like, man, Toyota's actually like
They're getting
they're
there.
getting there. I get it. Like,
Finally, when Nissan has some positive motion, Toyota's like, nah.
oh yeah, that
Nissan
was-
came up with the little 400Z concept
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah, we might put it out in a couple of years. And Toyota's like, yeah, we're going to slam down a whole series of GR cars before we even get out of the gate.
Hold my beer.
Do you think it has anything to do with the resale value compared to like someone like Ford? Like things don't really hold their resale value very well,
It's true.
where Toyota does. Because like just for an example, I was curious the other night and I was
4Runner.
looking at like a Tacoma, like TRD Pro, like off-road thing, right?
Yeah.
So like brand new, it was like what, 42 or 44 grand, whatever it was,
Mhm.
or like 18,000 miles on it was $40,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was the 4Runner, same thing.
So it's like,
Oh, you get that Corolla hatch with the big motor, and
Yeah.
meanwhile, you're saving all the money. It's
Yeah.
aging like a fine Evo.
EVOO.
The EVOO.
Yeah.
I'd be all into it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I'm into them now. Every
Every
talked
single
about.
time I see one, I'm
We
like,
see one
God
of the-
damn it, that's cool.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little fast.
Once it's got that blue color, that you, oh man, all right, there's one.
You put what's the Yaris having at 300 horsepower, 300
3 and
something?
change, I believe.
Yeah, you put that in one of those. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
It's like 100 horsepower per cylinder.
Woo! It's Toyota coming at him hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it just, you know what you could do if you're really looking to make a move? You do like a 2-year lease on a Corolla hatch right now. And then when your lease is up, you'd be like, yep, it'd get me in one of these Yaris things.
Yeah,
Only
Not
two,
Yaris, Corolla hatch thing.
either
only
one.
257.
257.
It's still 257 out of a
257
3-cylinder.
small, GR Corolla turbocharged hot hatch
What's a Corolla hatch have now?
is coming.
120.
No, it's not that light, is it?
It's light. It's not maybe not that light, but let's see.
It'd be strange to put a 3-cylinder in when the normie has a
Josh,
4,
You looking that up now?
Yeah.
like E30 M3 all over again.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'd be psyched. I'd rather have it a 4 with the turbo, but
139 and 169.
Okay, yes, 2 something's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna feel like hell on wheels.
I'd be excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it.
But it's gonna be typical American market where they just make it like a little nicer. We're not gonna get a fully cool, awesome body like the Yaris. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even in these pictures, obviously these are just renders. There's not. I mean, it looks a little beefy, but definitely nowhere near.
But as we said, it looks cool now. Looks cool now.
Yeah.
Just put a decent motor in it. So anyway, that's good news.
Yeah.
I got strange news.
I like strange news.
You ready for strange news?
Yep.
There is big demand for the Chevy Trailblazer.
Excuse me?
The current one.
Exactly.
Big demand.
If I'm honest, I didn't know it was a vehicle currently offered until I read this article.
Have you seen the back window on one?
No.
Well, I was just gonna say
Comically small.
'cause-
The demand is 4 times greater than supply. So I don't know if this article was titled right where there was too little supply.
so that's what I was just gonna ask. Is how, all right? Is Chevy making like 50 of them?
I know supposedly the RS trim, which is a sporty one, is flying off the shelves. They're like less than 30 days on dealer lots and they're gone. So much so that the legendary they're cutting production capacity on the legendary Chevy Trax, which I also didn't know was a vehicle.
I only knew it existed because I saw one day and I didn't know Chevy made like a hatchback.
Right. And they are doing that to add more capacity to the old Trailblazer line.
Here's first thing I see.
Not the show.
What's that?
First thing I see from Car and Driver, 2021 Chevy Trailblazer. Lots of show, not much go.
Yeah, which brings up one very important question. What the fuck is a Chevy Trax?
Yeah.
I
It's like
honestly-
It's like a mid-size hatch thing, right?
Yeah, think about like a Tiguan,
Yep.
like like a GTI Tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like the Chevy Aveo Tall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, if that's
Probably on the
appealing-
same platform.
So they probably should have stopped making
Yeah.
that earlier. But apparently, yeah, the Trailblazer's been a big hit for the boys at Chevy.
Big SUV, 155 horsepower.
Is that what the Trailblazer has?
At the Chevy Trailblazer RS all-wheel drive.
So the
It's
Corolla
100
has more.
It's 155 horsepower.
Front engine, all-wheel drive, 5-passenger, 4-door, considered a wagon.
Oh, I'm racing those things for pinks in the key car. I'll fucking wreck that
yeah,
thing.
power 155 horsepower is at 5,600 RPM, 175 foot-pounds of torque. 9-speed automatic.
It has less than 200 horsepower?
It has
It's gonna
less-
shift like the Fast and the Furious. You know, in those scenes, and
never
you're like, he's in 12th gear.
Yeah,
he's just in 12th
He's
gear.
still
now.
shifting.
never stop shifting.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you imagine how annoying that thing would be on a back road?
Yeah.
That sounds like a horrific vehicle.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not.
I got in the back seat of one at the car show.
This was right. This
Yeah.
was the one that Corey and I fully tested, and you could barely get your fist out of the back window.
It's super tiny
Yeah.
for some reason. Like you'd feel totally safe just leaving your baby back there, windows down, because like someone couldn't get it out.
They'll never get her out.
Unless they turn
Maybe
it
that's a feature.
sideways.
That's a feature, yeah,
Yeah.
unless you turn the baby.
Yeah.
Luckily, most babies aren't very flexible.
Right.
And speaking of terrible vehicles, Chevy did a presentation for CES,
Oh,
and in the background
yep.
lurked the Corvette Truck.
Do we know that for sure? Do we know it just wasn't a
certainly-
Trailblazer?
It really
It
looks
could be.
like
You know what? I don't know any of their cars.
Yeah.
Besides the Silverado, big shout to those guys,
The Rado?
the Rado. But it looks like a Lamborghini Uranus.
it looks like a C8 front end.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
yeah. You saw the picture. I'm looking at it right now. It's a C8 front end on what I'd assume is a Trailblazer.
Yeah.
And it was on the drive. Did GM just show off a Chevy Corvette SUV at CES? It's small in the background behind a CAD and an electric Hummer, which I saw LeBron James had an electric Hummer on like TikTok or something.
He's the brand ambassador for the electric Hummer.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't look that bad. I don't. It looks like a Ferrari 360 Modena front end
It does
on a Chevy
actually.
Trailblazer. It 100% looks like a 360
With a little Aston Martin mixed in.
Somehow before it even came out, it looks dated. You know,
yeah,
like
I just it's funny because it has that front end, but then the roof line is not aggressive. It's just like
No.
a very high roof line. It's exactly what a Corvette buyer would buy.
I was just gonna say how perfect would that
I bet
be?
it's super easy to get into.
Look, we need this Corvette SUV. We need this stat.
Yeah, the Corvette
Tom-
buyers are getting old.
Tom, I need this on my desk by Monday. Fuck, what am I gonna do? I got it. Let's just put the C8 front end on this Trailblazer.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure it's very easy for the
Yeah.
aging Corvette owners to get into.
Yeah. And we'll give it, 175 horsepower.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
I imagine it's gonna get the V8.
It's I think it's gonna be
How fucking funny would it be if it didn't get the V8?
oh my god.
No, they're
It's
gonna,
not possible.
I was thinking it's
I
gonna
hope
be
it's
electric.
mid-engine.
Mid-engine.
Oh my god, mid-engine SUV.
He's so good.
So it's just
Have a frunk and just a motor in the back with a firewall.
It's just a two-seater up front,
Yeah.
and then the third row is there.
Yeah, exactly. It's right in the middle. I pray Corvette becomes a line and Chevy just ruins it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going
I
to happen.
fully anticipate a
I think it's gonna happen
standalone.
too.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for an Aveo to get a C8 front end. Or a
Everything
Spark.
just gets that nose.
No, it's gonna be they're gonna call them something different. I'm telling you, like Stingray. It's or the Ray.
The Ray.
Yeah, the Ray.
It was designed penned by Ray Charles.
No, what's his name?
If they come out
What's
and
that
say
show?
it's called the Ray,
Raymond. This is Raymond.
I might just stop showing up here.
If it's called the Ray,
Hey.
Josh is going to be the next Miss Cleo. It's unbelievable. The Chevy Ray.
Chevy Ray.
I mean, let's face it. I prayed that all these performance companies wouldn't sell as many SUVs as they did.
Yeah.
And they do. So Chevy's going to be like, what do we have for fast cars? Okay, we got a Corvette. Put it on the front of a Trailblazer. Fucking ship it. Put it at CES. Old people won't see that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's blatantly there. I was going to say it's definitely a car that's not in their lineup, but I have no idea what cars are in their lineup. But it looks like a Ferrari.
It doesn't look like the Trailblazer. I'll put it that way.
I've never seen a Trailblazer.
It's. I guess if you were to remove the front end, it does.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
it has that same aspect of it. But I don't know. It's interesting. What are you guys doing over there? Like,
I saw LeBron James in front of the Hummer, also Chevy News.
Yeah.
And like he was just like walking around it and stuff. He's
Yeah,
like, oh, look at this
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was just like, okay, that's cool. But you know what's funny? It's got double T tops, which I'm fucking into.
yeah.
Let's be honest. It's got T's over the seats and it's got the naked top in the front. But I'll tell you what, it reminded me of the back in the day when the H1 Hummer was super cool and every NBA guy had a yellow one.
Yeah.
I was like, this is exactly what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Right.
They're trying to play it back into that. I think, I was actually talking to a listener about him being like the brand ambassador for them. And, that's actually a good point because the point I was looking at was like, well, who really follows LeBron and like checks in on like what he's doing and like where does he come up in like their timeline? And it's all like
CIA.
a younger audience. So it's not really in my eyes wasn't really the audience that'd be like in the market for $100,000 electric thing.
Right.
But no,
They're
that's the
definitely
point.
Well, they're also going to make an H2 and an H3, obviously, for those people.
At some point.
Just get
Right.
smaller and smaller.
Right.
But no, that's a good point because
Wait, how is that going to affect the Corvette SUV? How is that going to affect the Ray?
Dude, the
one's
Ray's gonna be
electric and
fine.
one's a V8, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think it's like aspirational. I remember being a kid and like Arnold Schwarzenegger had one.
An
Like
H1.
Yeah. I'm sure Michael Jordan had like all the ballers had.
No, Jordan had. I remember Jordan's Porsche.
You have a Porsche.
He had a
Well, I remember his
Porsche.
Porsche for sure. I
Just
saw
what
that
it's a
show too.
Airman or
He had a
something.
Land Rover.
Oh, Shaq had one.
Yeah.
All like the big bowlers had them. In going in 60 seconds, one of the greatest car movies of all time. They drive one.
Yeah.
DMX has one in Belly. Am I right?
Master P.
I think so.
Master P. I mean,
It's not an
everybody had one.
H2. It's definitely an H1.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was H1s only. So if they can get back to their, like that level of like everybody has one of these things,
Right,
even though it's
the
stupid.
Upper
it'd be great.
echelon. Right. Upper echelon. Like if you have one, you made it. Type deal.
Yeah. Or you made a bad decision.
Well, that's first.
Mike Howe in the room. Why does the back of the Eclipse Cross look like a modern day tribute to the Aztec? Does it really?
I can't say I've looked at that car enough to.
Oh yeah, no, it does. It looks like the back of an Aztec. I don't know.
Mitsubishi's paying their respects.
Mitsubishi sees a good design and goes for it. Obviously,
They see something that really succeeded.
Yeah.
they probably saw how many Aztecs they sold, and Mitsubishi was like, maybe this will do it.
This
Yeah.
is
Look how many Aztecs they sold. Nobody
Jesus,
likes it.
They're onto something.
What if we made one? Super reliable. And then my final piece of news is Elon Musk was the richest man in the world, and now he's not again.
Oh, he's
What
not
happened?
again?
No, he might be today. The share price went down, and Bezos beat him by $1 billion.
Oh, okay.
So this is the billionaire war.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone mention he was the richest man in the world, and he replied on Twitter, "Oh, that's weird. Back to work."
Time to get back to work. Yeah.
So like, it's really interesting though, because like, me and Jeff Bezos aren't best buddies.
Yeah.
I've done some selling on Amazon from a business sense, and
Yeah.
read some articles about those guys.
Yeah.
Like he became the richest man in the world by putting a lot of small businesses out of business forever, where Elon's just doing some super hype electric car company. So I'm all about
I'm
that.
trying to get everybody off the earth.
Innovation.
In the who?
Innovation.
Innovation. Yeah. Not that Bezos didn't innovate, but wow, that guy's cutthroat, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy. Plus, he's all jacked now. Thinks he looks so tough.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a Q-tip.
Details by Doug's wife has an Eclipse Cross. Can you bring it by one day?
Yeah. Can we look at it?
Yeah, I'd just like to see one.
I don't even know where I can go find one.
Yeah, I can't believe that. That's incredible news for us.
Where do you get that serviced?
Yeah, wow. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's got to be a dealer around here somewhere, I assume.
Yeah, it's like the sword and the stone.
Yeah.
There's one in Pawtucket.
Yeah, we talked
Vashon.
about. Yeah.
Who's somebody else's now. And I think it's a Kia dealer
It's
exclusively.
a
Yeah.
mix. It's a mix of dealerships.
So I remember when we were talking about the Bronco and they had what they called the GOAT mode,
Go over all things.
go over anything mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone see they had some like photos that came up like promotional stuff with like goats
With goats.
With real goats?
in scenery?
Or the goat?
No, not
No.
the goat.
Thomas Brady?
No.
No,
Touchdown Thomas?
Michael
No.
Jordan wasn't involved. But so I was like, I laugh at him, like scrolling through them. I'm like laughing. This is funny. And it's like a goat on the side of like a snowy mountain hill or whatever. And then I look, and then they're not all goats. There's horses sprinkled in with the goats.
Maybe
That's a tribute to the Bronco.
maybe
to the
there
Bronco.
weren't
The
maybe there
Bronco.
weren't enough goats available.
Yeah. No, it's a tribute to the Bronco. And I was like, Ford's marketing team over there really is just not. They're making it hard for me. They're making my job very hard.
Yeah.
Because there's a few car manufacturing companies that I'm always like, I can't really do too much wrong. But at this point now, like, I can't really defend it.
Right. Where are you going with this?
What is this guy's doing?
Tell me more.
It's farm animals. What's happening here? Is
But
this-
I guess in more positive Ford news, some spy shots of the Ford Maverick came out. I talked about that a while back. the
Yes.
tiny pickup truck.
which we couldn't quite really figure out because
Well, because
I
the
can't-
Ranger's an F-150 now, and the F-150 is
Right,
giant.
so that's
the
what it was.
Maverick
Yeah,
is the old
F-150 is
Ranger.
so
F250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so Maverick is going to be smaller than the Ranger.
Yeah, so the Maverick looks to be crew cab layout only. It is based on the Bronco Sport platform.
That's a bummer, by the way. Crew cab only.
Yeah, so you just
Little trucks without a crew is the only way to live.
because that means you get a longer bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get that
More
8-foot
bed.
little boy.
So based on the Bronco Sport
Just looks longer.
platform, so it'd probably be the 1.5 liter and 2 liter EcoBoost engines for it.
The Bronco Sport platform, which is the Escape platform.
Escape.
Yep.
Built in Mexico, and it's rumored to be 2 whole feet shorter than the current Ranger.
Wow. 2 feet's pretty significant.
2 feet's quite a bit.
That's going to be a very tight crew cab.
tight crew cab, or you're gonna end up with a 3-foot bed.
Or is it like that Tacoma crew cab where it's you, another man, and a crew of children?
Yeah, who knows? Like the back seats could be unusable.
Little foldy
Just
boys.
fold down, right? Yeah, fold
I
down,
remember-
sit sideways.
My dad had a Ranger, way B in the D,
Mhm.
like early to mid 90s. I remember a little blue thing, and the seats in the back were 2 jump seats that faced each other.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
those. That's awesome.
Super cool.
yeah,
We always wanted to take the Ranger.
Yeah.
Because me and my brother would fucking kick each other.
Yeah. It's a great way to get a whole new type of injury in a car accident.
Yeah. Well,
It's you and the guys in the back of Defender get all these side injuries.
a lot of ribs breaking.
Yeah.
but,
Interesting stuff.
yeah, you were pinned between the glass and the seat.
Seats, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
In your view,
Yeah,
was
and-
the other rear passenger.
Yeah.
rear end collision, not good. Front end collision, not good.
Yeah. So
I mean, there would be a lot of crushing before they got to you in the cab.
I don't think that route is
In the
going to be
back.
what they're going down. But 2 whole feet,
That's a
the teeny pickup.
small bed. That's
I like
really
teeny
small bed.
pickups, man. I'm all about it.
That's
I am too.
is it smaller than a Ridgeline?
No, Ridgelines are big.
Big
Ridgelines
trucks.
are bigger.
You know what they say about
Ridge-
guys with small trucks?
Yeah.
They don't shop it.
Don't shop at
They use
Tractor
Manscaped.
Supply.
Supply?
Yeah.
What was that?
They use Manscaped.
Oh yeah, everybody should.
Code
It's
Revival.
Code Revival.
Yeah, check out 20% off.
But it's also sharing a lot of its parts for assembly with the Transit, so that should speed it up, make it easier, and make it more cost effective. So I'm interested to see what it's going to come along at, because the Ranger's pretty cheap. Like the Ranger in base form,
Yeah.
which is there's plenty of them out there. It's a pretty cheap pickup truck, but how much cheaper could you make it?
I see the little Transits from time to time, like the really little ones.
Yeah, like the one Sandwich Hut delivers in.
Yeah, and I'm like, why couldn't I get that with the Raptor motor in it?
It wasn't an option.
No, because I tried to get the smallest one.
Yeah.
And the smallest one you can get is a long tall.
Oh.
But if you could get that little like El Camino looking
Yeah.
delivery van thing, I would 100% buy that with that
Oh
motor.
my God, with
Give
the
me
Raptor motor?
Let me get the 3.5 liter EcoBoost in
Yeah.
that, please.
That'd be a sweet daily.
It'd be the fastest car Ford makes.
The Ranger starts at $24,000.
So starts at 24. Typically, you could find them anywhere from like 26 to 28. As
So this
actual,
thing's going to start at like 20K?
I guess. I don't know. It's weird to see it like.
Wait, is it maybe not coming here?
No, that's the thing. That was the thing. It was supposed to be
Shit.
coming here.
Seems
But-
like a Europe truck.
It does seem like a Europe truck, but it's
Yeah,
built in
we'll see.
Mexico, which
Toyota's going to start bringing these great things here, and we're not going to get our little truck. That's what's going to happen.
teeny truck. I wonder if that means Toyota's gonna step in, make a teeny truck as well,
Right. Like they
and
used
say,
to.
"Hold my beer."
What did they have? What was it?
I mean, the Tacoma's not huge, but it's bigger than it ever was.
What was,
Yeah.
Didn't Toyota had a small little truck?
Tacoma?
Was the Tacoma
The
that was
Hilux,
small?
but that's just like a
Hilux?
Tacoma, isn't it?
I think so.
I can't remember.
Oh man, when I was in Aruba, they had Hiluxes
Maybe I'm
everywhere,
thinking Mazda.
and they were like, think about like a Mighty Max pickup
Oh.
truck, right?
4G63.
So you know how tiny the front end is on them,
Yeah.
but with like an 8-foot bed.
Oh, baby.
They were everywhere in Aruba. It was hysterical. You'd see these things, and it would just like it would be like a train. It would keep coming and coming and
the
coming.
most useful truck on earth.
Yeah, it's
That's like
interesting.
people that say caddies were like the best work truck ever. Like, you didn't do any work in that thing.
No,
did
no,
you?
no. You do nothing at all. My last little bit here is peace out to the DCT and the BMW. So moment of silence for the multiple levels of violent shifting that was available. So they're switching over to the torque converter ZF 8-speed
In everything now.
and everything besides the currently still selling BMW M2 Comp.
That's the last DCT.
That's the last DCT. After that, no more.
Wow.
I'll tell you what. Having a DCT that I drive every day, it drives fine.
Yeah.
And then after driving the new M5 with the whatever the 8-speed,
Yeah.
it drives fine.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't see, and it didn't seem to shift any faster or slower. It was certainly less.
violent.
It was less hysterical going from reverse to drive.
Yeah.
Where my car will just be like, let me think about that for a second. All right.
So reason being is the ZF 8-speed is more efficient and easier to calibrate for ultimate efficiency, which obviously is what they're tuning everything for.
Ultimate.
And because efficiency is more important than anything else in today's automotive climate,
Don't
the
think so.
DCT is the casualty of the times.
Yeah, I mean, the DCT isn't that great, if we're honest. The
Yeah.
first gen and like the E90 M3 is a fucking horrific piece of shit.
I missed the in your X5M.
That was an automatic.
Remember when you get? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember you would get stuck if you were in like an M mode and you like didn't touch the gas enough or the right way, you would get like you were riding like a bull.
Yeah, no, that was just
It would like throw you around.
that was a poorly programmed automatic.
Okay, so
Yeah. that was a 6-speed ZF automatic, I think.
because that's like my
that
like
car
my
could
memories
use
of it.
3 to 4 more gears.
Yeah, it was like if you were in like M mode, it was weird. I don't know what it would do because it did it to me a few times.
Yeah, it would. It wasn't. I don't think it was actually the transmission as much as it was like the throttle response
Yeah.
went from like 0% was stopped, 1% was full throttle.
yeah,
I was just gonna say like a light.
Yeah, it was like a light
output,
switch.
Input out. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? I when I drove that Lexus I love that I can never remember the name of,
Our LC 500.
LC 500.
Yeah.
It had the ZF like 10 speed.
Yep.
It was fucking even greater, even more speeds.
Add more speeds.
More speeds.
Yep.
I still want an LC 500. You see one on a deal out there, which they are.
There's gonna be a legendary car.
It's going to be expensive forever.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could have seen that coming because when they made the M5, that it was pretty much like okay.
yeah.
Writing was on the walls.
It was kind of just.
And
how
now they
were
have the
gonna do it.
all-wheel drive platform. I mean, yeah, that's it. But it's fine because it's. I mean, people bragged about DCT when it first came out. It was just so fast to shift, but now that gearbox shifts just as fast, and it's not a total pain in the balls, especially to repair with the clutches. I mean, you can just slush box the shit out of the thing.
I know, and like everyone's kind of been on the ZF 8-speed hype train for a long time now.
Yeah, it's time.
And they just keep tuning them to be more refined. I mean, Jesus,
Yeah.
that's what's in the Gladiator Rubicon thing.
Yeah, and it literally took Jeep's ridiculous total piece of shit transmission and
Yeah.
made the car totally drivable.
Like enjoyable.
Yeah, it's enjoyable to drive. Jeeps, if you ever driven an automatic Jeep, which I would never suggest before this box, it was horrific.
Really, just from.
It was just It was just shit. It was just shit.
Kind of confused.
Okay. That's
And
a
then
good
they
way
put
to
the
describe
ZF in it, and it's like, oh my god,
Cleaned it right up.
this thing drives fine. And like, yeah, stick shift in a Jeep, I guess, if you're a big Tractor Supply guy, is great.
Right.
But otherwise, who cares?
Big man store.
Yeah. Otherwise, who gives a shit? ZF 8-speed's gonna rule the world, man. I think it already does.
I
Yeah,
I was gonna
everything.
say,
I think they
it
do a
does.
good job at it currently, and I think it's only going to leave
Wait till
room for more.
Porsche starts putting in their shit. Dump the PDK, put that in.
I don't know. The PDK is
The
still one of
Porsche
those things-
doppelganger computer.
There's a couple.
I've never driven a vehicle with PDK.
Really?
So, like, I don't know how good it is. I only know what's based off of what what you read and what you see.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I've ever driven anything with PDK in it.
Did you drive Chris's neighbor's car? The black thing with the red interior?
Yeah, that had PDK.
Yeah.
No, that was a stick, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
I think that was a stick.
No idea. I technically never saw it.
It was cool. I drove it once. That's it. Big shout out to that guy.
And
He's
a
a cool
story.
guy.
Yeah. Super cool guy. I think he sold it, actually.
Yeah, he sold a bunch of stuff and bought some crazy stuff at auction. Good guy. Hope he listens.
Shouts to him.
Shouts to that
Big
guy.
shouts to that
Shouts to
guy.
that guy.
Whose name? I knew his name. and it's just-
I knew
I'm
his name,
terrible
but I
with
don't know
names.
if it's...
It was a cool Porsche. I'll tell you what, that interior was so red. Was it white? No, black with a
Red,
red interior. The everything. If you know Porsche, you can just be like, okay, I'm just gonna do everything. Everything's covered in leather
Right.
now.
It's like the extended leather package.
So Chris brought this to my house one day, and I was like, we got to take it for a ride. And I'm driving it down the road, and there is so much red glare in the windshield that it was dangerous to drive.
yeah.
I don't know why it glared so bad, but it was just like kind of shiny red leather.
It's
It
like
was-
red patent leather.
Yeah, it was like a Michael Jackson spec the inside of this thing, and it was so fucking shiny. Seriously, the whole dash was reflecting in the windshield, and it was just red everywhere. It's like being in stealth mode.
Oh, the Eddie Murphy Delirious edition.
Yeah. Oh, raw?
Yeah,
Is
the
that raw?
Is
Yeah,
it raw?
it was
It's
raw.
raw. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's raw.
But
It's
it was
purple is delirious.
fucking red. I mean, it was something, man. Really something. So, anyways, that car rocked. Best of luck to you.
Yeah, shouts to him.
Shows that.
But yeah, ZF and actually the ZF guys we met at the lovely little thing we were invited to
FCP.
FCP. Those guys were top guys.
Those
top
guys
notch.
were definitely top guys.
ZF taking over the world.
ZF, yeah.
Doing a good job, man. That box is great. Isn't that what's in the Chevy Chevette? Corvette?
The vet, yeah.
Chevette.
The Chevette.
Maybe that's the
little
name of
red
the truck.
Chevette.
The Chevette truck.
Red Chevette. I could read you that song.
Yeah.
I can do it. Yeah. Chevy has the ZF 8-speed in it.
Wow,
right?
they're gonna be making money hand over fist now. All these
ZF's getting it
manufacturers.
done.
Yeah.
I
was
heard
ju-
about
I
some
just
car
looked-
with a non-ZF box the other day. I was just like, not for me. I can
Just
see that
says-
stamping. Let me
Yeah.
put it on the lift.
some high end like Aston Martin. I'm pretty sure they use it.
I would hope so. Jesus, they can't
That's
even make
what's
their
in
own engines.
the Supra.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
That was a nice little box.
Yeah, that's
that
what's in the
was
Supra.
fine.
Tight little box.
Yeah. She was
Worked good.
real crisp, fast.
Yeah, really delivered.
Efficient. Didn't feel uncomfortable.
Definitely efficient.
What's up, Toyota?
Shouts Toyota.
Give us a Corolla hatch, all right?
GR hatch.
take a
Anything
normal
else? Anything else for news?
No, I just got YouTubes.
Yeah.
Okay. Tubes. Let's go to YouTubes.
Oh, let me see if I have my thing here, which never works because my internet hates me. Can you give it a little 5 count?
Yep.
No.
Nope.
Time for a video.
There we
Oh,
Maybe needs a 10 count.
he needs a 10 count. Boys, I watched a video that was really interesting. And not on one of my normal channels, which is also interesting. This was Haggerty's YouTube channel.
Mhm.
And they have a video where they bring the man, the myth, the legend, Chip Foose.
Chip Foose, my man.
And he draws a car. It's like Chip draws a car or some shit. I don't know what it's called. And he redesigns the M3, M4 redesigns a redesign.
Yeah.
And he admits to being a big BMW guy, likes BMW.
I was going to say, because he did one of these with the E30 M3 not too long ago.
I don't like hearing that.
But
And-
not, it was good. It was well done.
So he does this, and it's awesome to see because the dude's just like straight talent. Like he draws this thing and just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And his version's excellent. It's much milder. He says that's the way he would like to blend it from the generation it's at to the generation it's going to. And it obviously included a bumper bar, which looked a lot better. And he
Yeah.
was just, the way he sums it up is excellent. And he's like, the front-on view isn't like the really bad part. It's the side view that makes it look just totally strange when reflecting upon the grill. And he's like, I think it comes from like sci-fi and Star Wars stuff, and like all these grills are really looking like Star Warsy
Yep.
and more sci-fi than ever. And this really brings it back to more refined and elegant.
Trying to be more futuristic.
Yes, because he says it's not elegant, and that's exactly what's wrong with it.
Yep.
So it was really cool. I haven't seen Chip Foose since Overhaul. I'm glad he's still out there doing it.
Seriously. What was that? Bitchin' Rides?
Bitchin' rides.
Bitchin' Rides?
Yeah, I don't know. Bitchin'
or
Rides.
Maybe it was just Rides. I don't know.
Yeah, Overhauling is definitely the one I remember. And then he always does some crazy stuff around SEMA.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
He is kind of like Mr. SEMA.
it's
Yeah.
worth looking at. His little breakdown on it was awesome. He's like, I got it from like looking at past Beamers versus this, and kind of made it more elegant. It looks awesome, man. Would have been in, and it still
Cool.
has the big grill, but it's split. It looks cool.
Right. He just refined it.
So
Right,
yeah,
like I said,
it was a
added
pretty short
elegance.
video, and just seeing the guy like, I mean, when he's done with you, you're like, there's no fucking way this guy drew this.
Stroke a pen.
Guy's got a stroke of pen,
Yeah.
stroke of a pen like no other.
It's a talent.
Mean left hook.
It's a talent.
Big shout to Chip.
Shouts to the food.
Shouts a guy's named Chip. You
Chip.
know, not a big name
Is that
anymore.
short for anything?
Could be short for Chuck.
But isn't
Charlie.
I was gonna okay. Chip.
I don't know what Chip's short
we
for.
gonna start Chip who?
I'd be Chip who? Chip's a funny name.
It is
Chip
Chips.
Ahoy?
I like Chips. California Highway Patrol.
Yep.
Used to like that show.
Yeah, sweet show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
I had the reboot. I don't think
Yeah,
the reboot did
Chip
very
is
well.
an
Didn't
English
really work out too good.
given name
For
and
French
nickname
fries.
in the U.S., which is often diminutive form of Charles or Christopher.
Oh wow.
Or Christopher.
Ah.
Wow, me and Contribution Chris could both be Chip.
Chip.
I'm just gonna start calling both of you Chip.
Chipper.
Hey, Chip.
Oh,
There we go, dude.
boy.
Yeah.
Contribution Chip.
Yeah.
Contribution Chip.
What else do we have for YouTubes?
I watched a video with Chris Harris, and he sat down and talked about his thoughts on resto mods.
Mm-hmm.
More specifically, the Singer 911, the Alphaholics GT-AR, which is, and the Eagle Lightweight GT, which is kind of like the remake of a Jag type thing,
Yeah.
and the different ones. It's super interesting. Again, I talked about it so many times. I heard Chris Harris talk about, the rock on the ground, and I'm in. But, I mean, he just has such a great way of breaking it down, and plus he's actually driven all three, so he can kind of speak to the qualities they have or don't have, or,
Those little videos, I saw that one. Those little videos they do with him are just awesome.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. You can just tell what a nerd he is. He's the president of the car guys. We know that.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
other guys on the show are hilarious, but they're certainly not car nerds. So it's nice for him to have his little outreach program there.
Yeah.
Who's the guy he always sits down and talks to? I always forget
He's-
that guy's name.
The guy
Anyway.
from Top Gear magazine.
Yeah, and I always.
I forget his name as well, but he's
It's a shame,
excellent.
but he's great.
Yeah, because he did a nice small video on the Mark 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was the R.
Mark 8R? Is that a
It was the
thing?
Mark
already?
8R. I can't remember.
Is that available currently?
I think
Or
not
soon
here.
to be?
Yeah, not here. I think that's what it was. It was either Mark 8. Maybe I watched another one. Mark.
He
8.
also did one that I did not get to watch, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And it's like a quick recap of like hot hatches, and like one's available today. But obviously for
The UK, where they have
Yeah.
a bunch of great hot hatches.
his market, not ours. So that was
I'm
a
trying to find
a
this.
good little interview video. They show some driving stuff, some little sound clips. But that Alphaholics GTR car is
It's just ridiculous.
ugh. The noise, the beauty, the sights, the sound.
Big money though. They were all big money.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah.
Just
But the
bonkers money.
Alpha, that Alpha is just something. It's got the beautiful looks of an old Alpha with the reliability of an Alpha.
Yeah. Yeah. Of a Restomod Alpha.
Yeah.
Not built by Alpha.
Not built by Alpha, which is very important.
This guy's right in front of me, but I can't. Jack Ricks.
Old Jackie Ricks.
Jack Ricks.
Is his name actually Jack Ricks?
I think that's the guy.
Doesn't sound like
Is that the guy?
Doesn't sound right
Yeah,
at all.
that's
but
him.
I'll
At all.
take
That's
it.
him
Yeah.
for sure. Sounds like a noise my back makes in the morning.
Yeah. No, the old Jack Ricks. Every time I wake up.
That is him. Yeah, and he's got a sweet stash now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
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 A sweet lip room.
That's important.
Push broom.
Yeah, yeah.
Walrus.
What else you got?
I watched Mike Burrows race his E30 M3 around the track. It's
Is
pretty
this
good.
the most recent one?
Most recent one?
But there was 5 white E30 M3s at the track today. That's
Oh, I
awesome.
saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It
saw a
was
picture.
Pretty cool. So the man's getting it because
Yeah.
it was, I forgot, like he adds little blips in to the on track footage. Like this particular one said the dude's name who was rocking the camera for him, and and he was chasing Burrows. And Burrows was just like, yeah, I got a little swirly on his lap. Holy shit, man. He's going for it. But no, it's super cool. Super cool to see that thing kind of him work out the kinks on that thing. He's chasing a particular time at Button Willow, I believe is the track is called.
Is
So
it
yeah,
202? What's the time
he was looking. He was looking for two. He was trying to get to 201 because he
201.
got in. Not spoiler alert, but he got to 202 in this video,
Mhm.
and I think he's trying to get to 2 minutes flat.
Oh, wow.
So no, it's.
I
pretty
imagine
cool.
it's going to be a
good see.
pretty swift timer on that track. I don't have
I don't
any.
know for sure. Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
to compare. Actually, matter of fact, in that little clip I was talking about, same thing. He puts the info down there. He says the dude's name. The dude's driving an E36 M3, and he did a 158.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Well, E30 M3 is super old, so if
yeah,
you're trying to set like track records, it's going to be tough. But
his
personal best stuff's fucking awesome.
and right. That's Burrow's personal best.
Yeah.
And that car in particular, he he's got 25-year-old coilovers on it. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to try to change the.
I've been there.
I'm going to change the
Yeah.
dampening, but I don't know how they're going to like it.
How to get
I
coilovers
might
that new for it?
it's so, and I think the last video he did tires and stuff
What
like that. so
coilovers are on it? I should look.
I don't know.
I wonder
for
if the
sure.
same old Bilsteins that were on mine. Definitely worth swapping out if that's the
Probably
case.
goes into he probably covered it in another video.
Yeah, he does like a garage tour that might have covered it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a handful of them. But between the on-track stuff with the E30M and obviously the Ferrari swap stuff, it's been quite entertaining.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more of the Ferrari swap stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, I heard that we have a new video out that I haven't seen yet.
We do have a new video out. Yep.
Very excited to see that.
I followed Corey around for a little while last weekend while he
Mhm.
was ripping apart his dash.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Noah. Noah was there for moral support.
Definitely moral support.
He's great at that.
Threw in his little,
Great on camera.
hey, you should look for this bolt or this first.
Yeah.
It worked out. Worked out good. The dash is out. No surprise to everybody. The dash is out.
There you go.
And we'll get into more
It
of
was
that.
Two
coming up.
10mm bolts and 6 Phillips heads.
No shit, huh?
That's all I
That's
held it in.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Don't know why it rattles around like hell.
Put a couple more bolts in, you know?
Yeah.
And going in, it's going to be 2 10mm bolts.
Yeah. That'll be it. Maybe the 2 Phillips head at the bottom just to kind of keep it like mounted to the,
Right,
the
right.
firewall. But that's
Yeah.
it.
Couple
you know?
Zippos,
At
you
least,
know?
at least on each side.
That quick release. I could do Zippos.
Yeah, just do finger tight clips, man.
Yeah.
Zip that baby up.
Could do Zippos. That'll make it like real snug.
Could even get a gun, a zip tie gun. Make it real snug.
Real snug.
So you
Is there
don't pull it with
zip-tie
finger.
guns?
There's zip-tie guns, yeah.
Oh my god.
Efficient.
Wow, that just changed my
You can-
life.
You can whang, and they
So
cut
it
it.
holds the grill on my Skyline.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zip
man.
ties.
You could just eliminate any resistance whatsoever in that zip tie.
We're gonna have to do a group buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I'd
sure.
do a wholesale buy on zip tie guns.
Oh, we just Amazon. Not that we want to use that. What else for YouTubes?
It's a problem. Don't want to use it.
I
What is there? Right.
I checked out part of this video. Didn't get to make it all the way through because it's rather long. It's 26 minutes long. But Ryan Turk put out his new sequential transmission install video
Oh boy.
for the Judd V10.
Yeah.
I made it through. They talked to Papadakis, and he goes over the design of it and everything, and then the cutting of it and the nerd stuff. And then they got back to the shop, and then I was out. But I plan on finishing it. I probably have like 15 or 16 minutes left, and so far the 10 minutes I watched were good.
Sequentials.
Yeah, my YouTube algorithm's just going down the fucking hole. So
I'm all over the place. Yeah.
I
Mine
don't
is
get anything. There's stuff that comes up. I'm like, how did that come on? I didn't see it.
mine is cars and comedy and meat.
Nice.
So like this is not happening. That whole series, cars, and then just like, let's see, what's the difference between salting steak 1 minute, 1 hour, and 1 day ahead of grilling?
Oh,
24-hour whiskey aged steak. Let's see, what's this? Salt Bay's hot fat searing experiment. Doesn't work.
Salt Bay.
Yeah.
I think probably 90% of the loony channels that would get suggested to me are now banned from YouTube, so that's good.
Yeah.
So probably get me back into car stuff. Like, I don't want to know about that.
Yeah. It gets you back on the ball.
Yeah, gotta get me
What
back
else
on that
do I have
ball.
here? Let's see. I know I have something else I watched. Where are you? Oh, this was like mesmerizing. There was definitely not in the U.S., but there was a truck stop that they do contactless washing for these like big rigs that are like, like they got like a lot of chrome on them, everything like that, and they do like a 3-step soak process.
Yep.
And then they hose it all down. Oh my god, it comes out perfecto.
European trucking?
Yeah.
Oh man, I used to play European Truck Simulator.
Yeah.
What?
I had to get out of that.
Wait, you used to play European Truck Simulator?
Yeah, dude, you gotta run a load of wood from Dusseldorf to Munich in 4 hours, and you got to make that time, baby.
Eastbound and down.
I'll tell you what, European Truck Simulator was like the virtual reality game. on the original Oculus. Oh yeah, you never had to run a load of pine.
No, I can't say I
Jesus,
have.
fucking tunnels, man. I'll tell you what.
Can't say I have.
Yeah.
Don't want you in the left lane over there in Germany. Pfft,
Does
got an
it,
international license, baby.
did it
send it through.
actually take you 4 hours?
Oh yeah. It's simulators in the name.
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
just wasn't quite sure. Wow.
Yeah, I know a lot of great truck stops between Munich and
Germany?
Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf. Yeah, a
I
bunch
hope
of
to
great
visit
ones, man.
Dusseldorf one
Good
day.
hot dogs. You know what? The thing in Germany, they just won't make a bun as long as the dog, no matter how hard I try. You go to Germany, when we finally take our revival trip to Germany in like
Yeah.
2035 when we're allowed to travel to Europe. Look, you get a hot dog this long and the bun's like this. Like, what are you fucking, what's wrong with you people? Give me 2 buns, I guess. I'll fix this.
You got to get more buttons.
Yeah. Give me more bun. I'm not used to this much length. I can't deal.
I need a couple more. This is the biggest Frankfurter I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, not that we're going to get to go to Europe again, but if we do,
Yeah, that's
we will face the German hot dog.
Mouths open.
Yeah, we'll dive in mouths open.
the German gagger.
Dude, I'll tell you what, the hot dogs on the side of the highway in Germany,
You told me how magical they are.
they're fucking unbelievable. I mean, there's too
Do
much
they
for the
snap?
bun.
Do they snap?
Listen, it's not a perceived length. Is length's a problem over there? You know what I mean?
Everyone's got it.
They're not selling any Manscaped out there. Length's a problem.
Everyone's got it, and I need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mouth agape.
Yeah.
Just going right for
Yeah, I'm
it.
going to get started on short person urinals if we don't get out with this topic, you know?
Yeah.
Discriminating against the tall man.
Last thing I watched was our boy Jimmy O went to pick up some parts he shipped to Adam Elsie's warehouse. I mean, that guy has got a setup over there. He's got quite the setup over there in Florida, wherever
It's
he is in Florida.
Quite crazy.
So please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe because that is important.
Some
Yep.
goals.
But yeah, he's got some pretty wild shit going on. I was no idea. I'd never really watched any of his videos. But I was like, oh yeah, I kind of tune in to Jimmy's every once in a while when they pop up my feed or it looks like something I'm interested in. I was like, oh yeah, at the warehouse. Like, what kind of warehouse could this be? Oh, it's a warehouse. Warehouse. It looks like a pick and pull of just like weird JDM shit.
Right.
Yeah. If we get that big, we're gonna have to rent this whole facility.
Yeah.
One can only hope.
Yeah. So
please comment, subscribe.
It's gonna be nothing.
Yeah, you have no idea how important that is.
Corolla hatch parts.
Yeah, basically.
At this point.
And then a ton of weird cars. He's got his RS6 Avant, like 2 yellow FTs, all kinds of crazy cars. But the parts, just the parts, was what I was so blown away by.
I did watch that video as well. Shouts to Jimmy O. Jimmy took the LS swapped FD out.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That looked like a riot.
Yeah.
Looked like a hell
Could
of
have
a
had
time.
one. You could have had one. Turbo too.
Hell of a time.
Did when Diego sold his.
Yeah.
Never even told me about it. Just sold it right out from under me. Just kidding. Love that man. Can't wait till the spring.
In the dark of the night, it was gone.
Dark of the night, she was gone.
What else for YouTubes? I think I watched a bunch of random shit.
Yeah, I'm topped out.
Yeah.
That and everything else is like UFC on my thing. So
yeah. Shouts to Corey for helping me cook a steak the other day.
Looked pretty nice.
How'd it work out?
Wonderful.
Good.
Best steak I ever made at home.
I asked that question of where you were in relativity because I had 4 1 pound a piece ribeyes at my house. So I was just going to give you those to save you the trouble because I thought you were here. But Josh went and picked some up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've been grilling steaks for a long time. Thought I had it totally locked down.
Yeah.
Used the Omaha Steaks app again. They fucking destroyed me. It's unbelievable how good it is.
The Omaha Steaks app?
The Omaha Steaks app.
Tell me more.
Which you can buy steaks from. Has a thing called Steak Timer on it. And like, I bought these steaks and it's telling me what to do. And I'm like, this is fucking rookie shit, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yo, those steaks came off the grill. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, they've
this
got a
is
team
fucking
there.
ridiculous. Yeah, they got a team of scientists out there. I'll tell you that much. You get your steak length. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Girth.
Not perceived. Real length. Length of the height.
Yeah.
The thickness. You get the thickness.
Yep.
You put it in your thing. You say what kind of steak it is. They tell you, put it on the grill. This is when you flip it over. This is when you pull it off. Boom.
Boom. Nail it.
Single flippers. I used to be a single flipper.
Yeah.
Then my buddy, who's a chef at a great restaurant, turned me into a double flipper.
A double flipper?
Yep. Seared it in at first.
Okay.
Worked really well. Then I went back to the Omaha app, and I was like, I don't know. Let's check back in on these guys. Single flipper. Unbelievable.
Single flip. Wow.
I went, single flip.
Yeah.
I was single flip.
I've always done a single flip, yeah.
Yeah, I was always a single flip guy. Then Kyle, big shout, told me this way, and it worked great for a while, but then I went back to Omaha, and like, you should be single flipping. Single flip.
I enjoy
way more heat than I'd usually use, a bit more time.
I enjoy all the meat methods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting some complaints that my shit was a little rare.
Yeah.
I was like, not for this guy. It's not. More for me.
Yeah. Want to get into some questions?
Sure.
Let's get into some questions. Let's start from the bottom. Justice Beaver 69. If you haven't talked about it in this episode yet, what's your speculation on Kenny's next car?
Oh, I don't know. Let's get into it.
I think we covered that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with my vote. My vote's gonna be Toyota.
I'm going with Toyota as well. I don't think it's likely, but I would love that.
I want it to be Toyota. It's probably going to be Subaru. Clutch Kicked. Shouts.
Clutch Kicked.
to
Big
Mr. Mike
shouts
Lynch.
to Mr. Lynch.
He just writes, how are you doing today?
Dude, we're doing good. I wish it was I really like snowboard season, but I would also really love weekends full of Lock City drift.
He likes snowmobile
He's
season.
he's a big sled man.
He's a
big
sledder?
sheen man. He's a big sheener.
Bobber.
Big sheener.
What a kind thing. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, we genuinely miss you, buddy.
We should have that ragtag crew back in before drift season kicks back up again.
We
No,
should.
for
I'd
sure,
love to have the
for
the boys in over there.
Yeah.
We can bring the whole
for
crew. I like everybody from Lock
Yeah,
City.
Shabby can kick the power strip, turn everything off again.
No, that was
Lynch.
Lynch.
Oh, was it him?
Yeah,
Oh.
Poor
This
Shabby.
setup, yeah, we'll keep him on he's in an isolated spot now. The only thing he's kicking is shins.
Yeah, we got to get you boys over here.
I drive cool cars.
I drive cool cars.
Corey, what's the tactic for cleaning up the Polo wires? Remove stuff first. Any testing?
Well, so I know what did work and what didn't work, right? So when I put it back together, I'll know how bad I messed up. But I know the list of what didn't work is incredibly small and easy to trace. The tactic is going to be to eliminate what isn't necessary because there's a lot of stuff that isn't necessary back there. And then kind of group together similar things, like get all the lighting harness, all that together and grouped together. So it's not wrapped around the ignition wiring stuff.
Right.
And it's not, the radio harness isn't tied through the center of that, because that's how, it's just a kind of a jumbled mess right now.
Yeah.
So grouping all that stuff together that belongs together kind of in location to where it belongs behind the dash would make my life a lot easier for in the future when you want to do something or work on something.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Ronan _H21.
Roman H21.
Just Ronan.
Big shot.
What's your excuse to the cop when caught for doing 140 miles an hour?
Oh, there's no excuse.
I was gonna say-
No excuse. You own it.
At that point, there isn't. My hands are on the dash.
What are you, a rookie? You stopped?
Yeah. No, you just own it
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah, you just gotta.
Yeah,
you were doing it for a reason. You just gotta own it.
Sorry, officer. That's where my speed limiter is.
Well, I knew you were waiting for me, so I didn't want to make you wait any longer.
Jesus. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, there's nothing you
You
can
tell
say.
you're not from out here, but that's like get shot in your car type
Yeah,
speed.
even if like I had to poop my slacks, I mean, I can't use that as an excuse.
Yeah, I don't know what would... I know what would happen. It would not be good.
No.
My friend got pulled over on 116 going 116.
There you go.
Big shout out to John. And he's like, I think he came up the window. Was like, "You're not gonna believe if I told you I thought that was a speed limit." And the cops kind of laughed and was like, "We get to like." I think Ed, who's in the chat room, was in the car. It was like, I think we had to tow your car.
Yeah, sorry. I think we need to take this from you.
Okay, get out of the car, please.
Would it
I
help
think
if,
Ed was in there with him.
would it help if I said I wouldn't do it again?
I learned my lesson.
What do you need to hear from me right now?
Right.
What's an acceptable answer, sir?
Look, man, what's it going to take to get me out of this? Unusual sucks.
He was in the chat room.
Unusual suspects.
Unusual suspect.
780. When's the MCV getting coils and 3-piece wheels?
Probably never. Maybe
Yeah.
like a spring cut. And
We're gonna rip.
we'll wash them.
We're gonna rip some springs out. Take the little covers off the wheels and maybe paint the wheels bronze.
Yeah.
I think that's kind
Bronze is cool for sure. If you guys don't like, comment, and subscribe, we're not going to do anything with it. So
Exactly. Just gonna leave it.
it's kind of up to you guys.
spray paint and cut coils. I mean, spray paint and cut springs.
I
is
never
kinda where we're
understood the whole thing where like it's up to you guys what I do with this type thing in the YouTube world.
Right.
Get it
Well, I
now.
get it now.
I'll tell you what, it drives really good stock.
It drives
It does.
amazing.
Besides that one sticky spot on that back right tire, which might actually be an issue, when you drive here, you're like,
Oh yeah,
I should probably stop doing burnouts then.
yeah. But yeah, that should have come off by now, so that's
Yeah.
definitely not it.
yeah,
It drives really good stock. I really think the only thing it needs is a competition level stereo.
and figure out the oil leak. Matter of fact, we might even try to do that this weekend.
It has an oil leak?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, boy. Have we put any in?
No,
All right.
no, it's not
If
enough.
we haven't
to
had
be,
to put any in, it's not big enough
it's
oil leak.
not. It just goes. Oh, it's marking its territory.
There you go.
Dog Pizza shows Dog Pizza.
Dog pizza.
Just writes, pick one, Turbo Viper with a constant misfire or GT3 RS with the most warped brakes ever.
Wait, what? Han? What?
Turbo Viper with a constant misfire or GT3 or RS with the most warp brakes ever? Can
Well,
I
I'd
fix
go
it?
Viper because there's a lot of cylinders and you only have
Right,
one
you can kinda
misfire.
make-
You'll be all right.
You can make up for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'll run a 9 in a turbo.
I'd go Turbo Viper still, or problematic. Turbo
Displacement is
Viper.
still better than everything.
Ronan _H21. What's your favorite bad movie?
Favorite bad movie? Roadhouse.
Oh,
It's the
100%.
best bad
You
movie.
cannot turn that. The name's Dalton. You can't turn that movie off.
Dude, Roadhouse
fucking-
is so good. It's like my wife's favorite movie to watch. It's
rips out
so
that-
funny.
Rips out that dude's fucking jugular.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
You want to...
There's monster trucks.
Speaking of ripping jugulars out, you want to know an awesome show right now if you have HBO Max or Go?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Warrior. It was like partly written by Bruce Lee back in the day. It's a new production. Fucking insane. Kung Fu, Chinese gangs in like the late 1800s in San Francisco.
Oh boy,
Sick.
that sounds pretty good.
So big. But yeah, Roadhouse is,
Roadhouse.
I mean, it just
that's,
has to.
that's a very difficult movie to beat.
Yeah.
I just that and it's one of those ones where it's on. Well, here goes my next.
I've thought about starting
hour and 45 minutes.
I thought about starting a company called Dalton Coolers forever. Just for the irony.
Left foot razor blade.
It's such a fucking bad movie.
I love the other guy too. His buddy with the long hair that looks like a guy that works with us.
Oh yeah.
Big shout out to Gary. Looks just like him, man.
Just remember, be Nice.
Dude, it's so good.
Such a great movie.
I love that. There's like how rowdy the bar is not really explained. Like they're having a concert and they get the pig fence between them and just glass blowing
Throwing
through
bottles.
it. It's unbelievable.
Oh man.
I wish the world were like Roadhouse. I might be getting back to Roadhouse level.
Or Waterworld.
Yeah. Oh, Waterworld's
One of the two.
underrated flick.
Mad Max. Gavin Dowse.
Gavin Dowse.
When is there going to be a Revival Motoring ski/snowboard day scheduled?
Today?
Just get in
You
touch.
What is
missed
that, every
it?
Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
Just get in touch with Chuck Who.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because it happened today.
Yeah, because short of there being sleds or inner tubes involved, I'm not going to be there.
Right. Yeah. Also, these guys don't ski or snowboard, which isn't helpful. But I am running the unofficial one or the official one.
Yeah, the
It would
on
be the
Wednesdays.
official one.
On
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit me up.
GTI project, choice of footwear
GTI
in
project.
the house during winter. Socks, slips, Crocs, barefoot.
If I'm doing in the house, I'm doing slips. LL Bean ones, the little moccasin guys.
I've got these Woolrich ones. Ooh, they are something.
I'm in on my insulated Crocs still.
Yeah, you'll see in my video.
Yeah.
I'm in the garage with Crocs.
Was Crocs? Yeah.
I
I
was
had Crocs on, yeah.
in the video, Corey's ripping out his dash in Crocs.
Yeah, I have
I won't
Crocs
wear
on.
them off campus, but I was
Yeah.
I was grinding some metal in them yesterday in
Insulated
One-
ones or no?
insulated ones, but the metal found the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
hot.
always does.
always finds the hole.
Love finds a way.
Yeah,
The metal finds a
the
hole.
metal finds a hole.
Beefy clutch.
Beefy clutch.
Is there a small domestic car that you would actually want to buy?
Yeah, Fiesta ST.
In on that, 100%.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Tell you what, the what is it?
It built on Fitzsier.
No, I wish the little Chevy little hatchback thing. The one,
Aveo.
the one I rented while I was in Aruba.
Spark.
That thing was so cheap that like you could buy it, and it just like if you just lost it, it wouldn't matter.
10 easy payments of
Zero
$299.
fucks.
Yeah. So that'd be the perfect if you lived in like the city.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I don't know if I can park there. Let me like park by feel. Like,
Let me just get in there.
Hey, let's
Yeah.
see if it's here when I
it's
get
perfect.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So there's no parking. Doesn't matter. Just leave it there.
Let's see. Garrett Lee 393.
Garrett Lee
Speaking of the
393.
devil,
Does Corey look good in a fire suit? Asking for a friend.
I will. That's for
Also,
sure.
I'd
would-
assume so.
Also, would Corey pee in his fire suit or prefer a condom catheter? Same friend asking.
Nope. Just gonna piss myself. Not a catheter. It's gonna happen. That's for sure.
Piss yourself and move on.
Yeah.
How many hours is this race?
I don't know. It's 400 miles. So
How fast can you do it?
Yeah.
You'll be
4
fine.
hours. Yeah. No, I
just,
don't.
just is the holes in the floor of that thing?
No,
Just
I
pick
mean,
the hole.
I'm like a camel. So
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot happening.
yeah. The
That may not be first.
urinating yourself might be the last thing on your mind.
Can we talk about any of that?
Not yet, really.
Okay. We won't get into it. Ben Jarmin, who is looking for
Shouts
Saab
to Dennis
900 in Honda City Turbo 2? Only
One's good, one's not. So
I-
the
you-
Honda City Turbo 2.
Ben's incredible
He's just-
love of Saab 900
He's just
convertibles
obsessed.
is amazing. He'll send us emails like 3 o'clock in
Yeah.
the morning, text messages with Saab 900
Convertibles.
convertibles, cabrios.
Buggy Will.
Buggy will.
Let's see. Funniest shit at a car event that you've ever seen.
Oh my God, where the hell were we? We were at the Yukon car show.
Which one? What are you going to talk about?
The fucking we're driving in. Remember the
Yeah.
guys with the stereo?
Did he
What
get
do you-
out?
What do you have? Lamborghini doors. What was it?
He had Lamborghini doors. He got out.
Was it a Dodge Avenger or something? It was some terrible car.
No, it was like a Honda Accord, like an old Accord.
Oh, it
or
was an
something.
old Accord. Yeah.
And he had a mullet, but with like racing stripes shaved in the side of his head.
Right.
You definitely have a picture.
And I don't, because I would love that. But he gets out of it when we're waiting to get in, because the Yukon car show is literally like the Connecticut trash department car show. It is such a dumpster. So he gets out, he pops his Lamborghini door to get out, first off, and we're all like, whoa. And then he's getting out just to open his trunk so his subs can be up. And someone's like, whose man's is this? And I was like, this is the most appropriate use of whose man's is this? And he had a mullet with a racing stripe. It was fucking unbelievable.
What year was that?
Dude, that was a while ago.
What months do we think? It's always like April, isn't it?
What did we take?
We E30 M3.
Did we really? Oh my God!
It was me, you, and English Ben.
Oh my God! That was such a hilarious time.
Whose man's is this?
Yeah, it was the best use of whose man.
I think we were in and out of that show in 2 hours flat, which is real short time compared to considering how big that show is.
Yeah. That's not long at all. Let's see.
I'm determined. Oh my God, I found it.
It was literally the Walmart of car shows.
All right, so
you know all the people that raided the Capitol this weekend? It was their car show. Do you have it?
Yeah, I legitimately have it. So this isn't for the people listening, but here is with his trunk popped open.
Oh my God! There's
Oh,
the
boy.
Lambo doors up.
Here's him opening his trunk, and here's when he gets out.
It's like,
Oh my God.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe you found that. That's unbelievable.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll save that.
Put that on the
Yeah, it's gonna go in the bank.
Yeah, we're gonna save that. Dex Trays 76.
Dex Trays.
Just want to let
76.
Chuck know that I appreciated his Chuck Testa comment last week.
Oh, thank God someone got my Chuck Testa comment. Thank you.
I don't remember it.
You never will.
Okay. KR Belch.
KR Belch.
Oh, here's a good one. If you bought a boat, what would you name it?
My favorite boat name ever is the one from Arrested Development where it's called the C word.
That's pretty.
I don't know. what I would name it.
SEAWARD, the C word.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
I probably do that.
I don't know what I would name a boat.
It's super important to note that I went to that car show, and the only photos I took were of this gentleman.
Yeah, that was the best thing at that car show.
Yeah.
No, there was that weird big body Infinity with the BBSs on it. That car was sick. Remember?
Yeah. But also the weirdest thing I probably seen was also at a UMass car show, and it was the man walking the cat.
Oh my God!
you
I have
remember that?
pictures of her. I have a picture of the woman walking the cat on a leash.
Yeah.
and I was making corn jokes.
And it was a subwoofer guy too.
feeling
Yeah.
like a cat.
I
on
have
a
that
leash.
video as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I forgot about
Lots
that.
of weird stuff going on in Western Mass, Connecticut area.
Yeah. Things get a bit.
I can't wait for those shows. I pray they happen this year. I will 100% go and stay the whole time at the Yukon car show.
Oh my God! When things get normal, I'm just gonna appreciate everything so
It's
much.
just
more.
me setting the foot. It's like setting the
Yeah,
photos.
gotta keep those things on deck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What would you name your boat?
C word.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I haven't. Given it
I haven't.
on the spot. I'm terrible with.
I don't really think about naming a boat.
No.
like
No,
Well, you should.
yeah.
I can't. If I owned a boat, I would constantly say, "Well, I think we're going to need a bigger boat
But it's a bigger boat. Maybe you name it bigger boat.
or orca."
I do. I'm the captain now all the time.
right,
Yeah.
right.
My wife would get sick of the joke day one.
What's really
Yeah.
funny is
Look at me.
I'm the captain now.
My 3.5-year-old daughter, says that. Like,
She says,
I'm the captain now
There you
because
go.
of her brother, the dessert brother. By the
Fucking
way,
dessert.
Dessert. Where am I? Never finishing projects.
Never finished projects.
Just here to make sure you guys are aware it's National Rubber Ducky Day.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that.
I got a whole.
I would
lineup
like
at
a
the house.
list
Of days.
of days.
Is this some sort of sexual preference?
No?
Rubber Ducky Day?
I don't. What?
Whoa.
I don't know. I don't know if there's more in.
I don't
It sounds like you
depth to
know.
this.
It sounds like you do know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just saying,
like you're
is
trying
it-
to tell us.
Is it
Yeah.
one
What are
of
you
those?
trying to tell us?
Is it one of those like pineapple things? Is it one of those keys in the jar when you first get into the apartment?
Are you
places?
a furry?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's weird because it's like a lot of what I think about is real strange stuff. So for me not to
I'm
know
not gonna
what
lie
the
to you,
keys in the
George.
jar mean.
Well, the keys in the jar. They used to be that
Swingers party.
the 70s swingers parties.
Okay.
And the pineapple thing, supposedly, I don't know this from any facts by any means, but supposedly in retirement communities,
Yeah.
Right.
if you have a pineapple flag or display pineapples or something of that nature, you're of the accepting, swinger
Interesting.
club.
Because the pineapple thing, you eat pineapple, your spunk tastes better. But
That's the word.
that's
I just
that's
like
how that
pineapple.
works. Yeah, that's how that works.
So I've heard.
So
Did it taste any better?
yeah, the keys in the jar.
I gotta.
How do you think I'm telling you that today?
I gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There's a lot of time in lockdown.
Yeah. We're in a weird place.
It's been a long 10 months.
been a
Let me out.
Yeah, Come on, man.
It's the longest 2 weeks ever.
This is going to end someday.
We've answered all the right questions,
Here we
though.
go. Here's a good one. Carl Built. Does Chuck regret the tracks yet? Well, no. You still haven't
up.
surpassed.
Yeah, you know what? I talked about off-road math. I'm still on top. I can break that thing 1.5 more times. Hopefully I get these mounts done and they just work. Most likely they're just going to break the bolts I screw them to, and I'm going to pay $800 for the real kit.
If you could nurse it through the winter, though, then like it doesn't matter if it takes 8 weeks.
Yes, exactly. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. You know what? The funny thing is now that I have tracks and I get the thing back up, there's just no snow in the forecast ever,
The fact that it
which is a
hasn't
total
snowed.
fucking bummer.
Yeah.
But if I get the tracks mounted up, which I plan on doing this week, I'm really not going to put them on until there's snow in the forecast.
Yeah.
And then I'll just run them. It seems like if I'm just running up and down my driveway plowing,
You'll be okay.
theoretically, if not, at least I can pull it back to the house with the Honda because it might actually be able to tow that thing.
Yeah.
And then just take them off and put the wheels on, even if it's snowing.
My GTI_MA.
My GTI MA.
What is your go-to frozen novelty treat from an ice cream truck?
Oh man, if you get rid of from an ice cream truck, it's the Magnum Pop. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. Just that chocolate.
I like the
vanilla.
Rocket Pop.
The what?
The Rocket Pop, the red, white, and blue.
Oh, the red. Yeah,
Yeah, Rocket
How
Pop.
about the Tiger's Blood?
Tiger's Blood is delicious.
Is Tiger's Blood a normal thing, or is that just a Pawtucket
That's
thing?
just a Pawtucket thing.
Yeah, this Tiger's Blood with ours. Pelagos or whatever.
Pelagi's come through.
Pelagis, they come through hard. in
He
the
doesn't
summer.
mind. He comes inside and tells us he's there, as if we can't hear him outside.
Yeah, playing the music, ringing the bell.
blaring music.
But he's got
Tiger's
just like a
Blood.
red flavored like slushy.
Called Tiger's Blood.
That's definitely more. It's 90% syrup, 10% ice.
Yeah.
And he calls it Tiger's Blood.
Yeah, it's fucking
Okay,
unbelievable.
all right.
I didn't know if that's a colloquialism over here. Just the Tiger's Blood.
It's what he calls it, so that's what I'm going to call it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Tiger's
run
Blood
with
is
it,
very
right.
tight. I do like. I'm a sucker for just a plain ass ice cream sandwich. I don't know why I like them so much.
Ice cream. Let me tell you about ice cream sandwiches.
Okay.
They do not last in our house because of, again, dessert boy.
Fucking dessert, right? Man, that kid.
That's his after meal. I mean,
He's a big
after
ice cream
dinner,
sandwich guy.
huge ice cream sandwich guy.
No shit, just normal ones.
We had a long discussion.
You seen the half boys, the squares?
Yeah.
Hit him with those.
Well, they'll be gone faster because we had 12 of them.
How many desserts does this guy eat?
Well, we had 12 of them.
that's 12 meals.
And we had to have a breakdown the other day of who had what.
Does he dessert?
And after we did the math,
Does he dessert after dinner or after all meals?
After each meal
I
and
think-
dessert.
I think after each meal.
Does he really?
But I only see one.
That's a fucking issue.
So
You have a chat with this guy.
you
wanna
had a
talk to this
breakdown
guy?
in the family,
So we had to
a
break,
family meeting.
we had to break down the numbers.
How many of the 12 did he eat?
Most of them. I think it was 5 of the. Actually, no, he couldn't give. He couldn't give us an accurate count.
I'll tell you what.
It was one of those. Yeah, it was 4 or something like that.
Every time I have something I want to eat, my kids will be like, bite, 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 bite,
Oh my
bite,
God.
bite.
Yeah.
And we call it, and they say they're taxing me. Because I would always say before they could talk that they were taxing me.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're taxing you. And so when they're eating something they like, I just grab it and I go, Dada tax. And I just eat as much as I possibly can. But I've been taxed, dude, taxed all over the place.
So the good
It'll be
thing
like
is,
the last ice cream sandwich, bite, 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 back off.
the good thing is with my daughter, anything I'm eating or even her mom is eating now, that's a way we coerce her into eating different stuff.
Right.
Because she's very picky. So at the very least, like, for instance, beef teriyaki. We had beef teriyaki the other day. We just happened to have it.
Tell her it's chicken.
I didn't say anything. She's just like, I want to try. Like,
There we
I'm
go.
not fucking arguing with this.
Welcome to
Give it a
beef
shot.
teriyaki. We
She
didn't
had-
even know. We're not even sure if it's chicken.
She
Yeah.
basically hated it and spit it on the ground
Perfect.
and then moved on. But at least she tried it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. A win's a win. Favorite frozen treat besides ice cream sandwiches? That would be very good if I could get my hands on one.
You get home too late.
Yeah.
The,
Exactly. I'll bring you one.
what the fuck is it? It's
Choco taco?
strawberry shortcake. Choco taco. Those are pretty good too.
Those
Oh,
are
the
pretty
strawberry
solid.
shortcake is good.
Strawberry shortcake little things. I don't know
Yeah.
who makes them or whatever, but those things are good. Always good. Always hit the spot. Project Stinkbug.
Project
What
Stinkbug.
size helmet is Corey? Asking for a friend.
7 1/8.
Last couple here. Full Metal Neck just
Full
writes,
Metal Neck,
loving all
shout.
the new YouTube videos. Well, thank you.
Oh, thanks. Well, make them worse.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Please
Andrew please subscribe. Andrew Shutter, most anticipated
Shutter.
shoot/magazine feature for 2021. We have a couple really good ones coming up for the next issue. Yeah, so those will be definitely
K-Mania.
worth checking out.
Next question.
Yeah, we can't tell you.
MyDaily.cy
MyDaily.cy.
just writes Civic SI or WRX.
Civic SI.
Civic SI.
Has he never listened before?
Hey, it's good to have new listeners.
Yeah,
Civic
yeah,
SI.
yeah.
Shouts. So
Please
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
write those things to us.
Yeah, Civic Si for sure. And snow tires in the winter, depending on where you live, because I don't know where you live. But
If you
Yeah.
live someplace with the snow tires in the winter. If not, fuck it, send it.
just make sure you get all four.
SI's a good car. You actually look like a decent person in one of those things.
You
it's a
can
good car. Drives nice. It's
incognitus.
Yeah.
minimal-
comfortable.
Right. Minimal issues that I'm
We
aware
got a
of.
buddy with one. It's a good car. He loves it.
Yeah, he does.
He's
It's
trying to
actually
sell me
his-
one. I was like, nah, I need that R, son.
His second, too, actually.
Is this? Oh, yeah.
His second. His first one was really cool. But, yeah, his second one even better.
And wasn't there one? Yeah, wasn't there one that was supposed to come by?
Eh?
What?
Lots of horsepowers. Looked
Oh,
like a
yeah,
normal-
son.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
talk to him.
yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
That'd be good to have in a magazine.
In general.
Be good to know about.
In general.
I don't think it's
that's
an
gonna-
SI, though.
No, it's a
It just
do you
looks
call
like a
it?
normal Civic.
insight.
Yeah.
I think it's going to do it for us this week.
Yeah, let's
we,
call it.
We made
Yeah.
it.
We made it. We will be back next week. We have some guests lined up, but obviously the times we live in,
Yep.
things kind of change and rotate and are a bit more difficult to plan. But yeah, we'll be back next week.
Thank you guys for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube. We're trying to get that YouTube popping so we can get some more content up on there.
Keep your eyes peeled for the new stuff coming out.
We get a lot more GoPros.
Yeah. We got more footage. You're going to see stuff you didn't even want to see.
Yeah, most stuff you didn't want to see.
Yeah.
I just got a tripod. Where do you see how I held stuff up other times?
And a head mount.
Oh, headbound.
So
Shit, I should bring that with me. How many we got?
we got enough. We're good.
Can't wait. Cross mount.
Yeah. All we need is one.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you guys for listening.
Shouts. Be safe out there.
Be safe. See you.